Commercial Advertising Associates is the publisher of quality street guides for our area, and they're now available free of charge at these business locations. Bulldog Quick Snack, Sizzle & Son Paint and Body Shop, Campus Pizza, Thelma Lou's Barbecue and Grill, Scooter's Saloon, Hackner Home, The Depot Cafe, T&H Equipment, Burger Barn, Wood Spring Sweets, and KTC Broadcasting. These maps will be available for a limited time only, so hurry into the business location near you.
Merry Christmas from the Uptown Shelby Association. Uptown Shelby invites you to celebrate local this year in their restaurants, shops, and bars. From art galleries and antiques to boutiques, pet supplies, and spas, you can find a gift in Uptown Shelby for everyone on your list this Christmas season. And you can enjoy Shelby's holiday events. For holiday event information, go to uptownshelby.com. Find them on Facebook or call the Uptown Shelby Association at 704-484-3100. Come celebrate the holiday in Uptown Shelby. Don't let the bed bugs interrupt your long winter nap. And I'm sure Santa doesn't want you living with bed bugs. That's why he has H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing take care of his North Pole home. And maybe you should too. Just give them a call at 704-482-2847. They feature all types of pest control service. And everyone at H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing wants to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Keep the bugs away with a call to H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing online at hhpci.com and like them on Facebook too. Personnel Services Unlimited wishes you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For over 40 years, Personnel Services Unlimited has been passionate about connecting people with possibilities. When you partner with Personnel Services Unlimited, you're working with a team of staffing professionals dedicated to finding you the right job and finding the best employees for their clients. Learn how they can help you by visiting psuhasjobs.com. Guns N' Roses Lead Therapy wants to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Lead Therapy has a huge selection of handguns, shotguns, hunting rifles, and ammunition as a way to say thank you to the loyal customers from December 4th through December 23rd. Buy any gun and receive a free ticket for a chance to win a new Celtic P17 22 pistol. Lead Therapy has gift certificates and an event room for all your special occasions. So be sure to stop in and check out Lead Therapy, located at 5124 East Dixon Boulevard in Kings Mountain, right off Highway 74. Call 704-750-4048.
Merry Christmas to another Saturday morning on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin, Zach, Tom, Terry, and we do have our Bishop, Chip, in the house, Chip Carter. And we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas from KTC, and they have some sports to talk about today. Me, I'm just here because I'm usually here on Saturday mornings.
Well, good morning, JP.
Something like that.
He's present.
Nice shirt you got.
He's a
on.
Christmas Vader today.
Well, that's not the shirt. That's the lights, Terry. I don't know if you knew that, but that's a necklace light. But it is.
JP's lit up in here.
It is a
morning.
nice shirt. He's got his Vader Christmas shirt on, and it's Merry Christmas here from.
Well, don't blow out too much, JP.
I'm going to blow out, yeah.
Terry ain't got one lit in here this morning right there.
Well, Merry Christmas, JP, to you. And we've got on Christmas we usually do some Christmas exchange here on the Saturday morning show, and I guess we'll go ahead and proceed with that. JP has got. We're gonna start with him. JP, what you got in there this morning?
Well, Zach got me. See if they see it. A Darth Vader phone holder.
A phone holder, like
Yeah.
like to sit there on the desk in here.
Yeah, pretty much.
And where you
Yeah,
can
pretty
sit your
much.
phone and
Like
do
you-
work and actually
Yeah,
work.
so-
You won't have to hold it while you're
attention.
working now, Jay.
Yeah, I know.
you'll have to hold your
I'm
phone while
probably
you're
going to
working.
use it today. To be honest, I'll probably use it today when I'm playing one of my games while y'all are rambling about. Tom brought me another Captain America figure
But this time, what's he
with
got?
shield.
With a shield.
With
Right.
shield. So
With a shield.
there we are.
I know Chip doesn't know, but the biggest controversy of 20, whenever it was it last year or
Probably
the
a
year
couple
before?
years ago.
Was Tom got JP a Captain America, and then JP whined about it not having a shield.
He did.
I did not whine about it. I just mentioned it. And y'all
you
thought
didn't.
I was whining.
What'd you get? He goes, I got a Captain America with no shield.
I guess
Said
he
it
threw it.
like that.
I guess he threw it and didn't come back.
That's the
There's
closest
your,
Doc can
there's
get
your
to-
shield,
to it.
JP.
Yes, I see it has the shield
You
on there.
happy?
Thank you, Tom.
Put him
Thank
next
you.
to the other guy. Now
Yes.
he's got his shield.
He can kick the other guy's butt, Tom.
That's
The
right.
other guy don't
Got
have a
shield.
shield.
You know, a lot of times on toys like that, if 20, 30 years down the road, if you got the character and it doesn't have the shield, the shield's a lot of times when you find it's worth more than the
Yeah.
character.
Yes, the mink character in mint condition. And Terry had brought me actually 3 things. He got me a Spider-Man canvas poster, which will look good in my lair.
The
Yeah, I
layer.
know.
Is that you mean like a
I'm
man
guessing.
cave? Is that
I'm
what they
guessing
call it? It's not
this
sports.
is supposed to go with the gag gift, Terry.
It was.
What is it?
Yeah,
What is
if
it?
y'all can't see it online. It says "Text me if you need anything," and it has a toilet paper roll on it. And then, last but certainly not least, we have a "Do Not Disturb" sign. Gamer at work.
Yep.
That's pretty good right there.
Y'all's will be
Now-
coming next week.
Now, JP, I got one more thing for you.
You do.
Now, this is a collector's item.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't open it up.
Okay.
You can't do weird things with it.
Okay.
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 Don't tell him that.
Do what?
Never mind.
Got to make sure I lay that out. All right. I have.
So Minton box.
I have a 26-year-old Princess Leia slave outfit for you.
She did look
Okay.
good in that. I'll say that. She did look good.
So come get your present because I'm not walking it in there to you.
All right.
But there it is for the folks at home. This is a collector's one that the folks at home like. Chip's going to grab it for you. Thank you, Chip.
Thank you, Chip.
So there you go, JP.
She was looking good in Return of the Jedi. I'll say that.
The things Han Solo had to do to get that
Yeah, he
that
did.
view right there, JP.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, everybody. We're eating our breakfast as if you're watching online and hearing us stuff our faces in your ears. Brought to you by McDonald's of Cherryville. If you're in the Cherryville area, always stop by there. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you're out and about in the area around Cherryville, the other McDonald's at the Kuthan's on, make sure you stop by and see them as well. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I just enjoyed a sausage biscuit and a strawberry banana, what's it called? Smoothie. That'll wake you up. Zach, what you got over there?
Gravy biscuit and a strawberry cream pie.
Or what did you have over there?
Yeah, it's gone.
Tommy?
I had a bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin and a strawberry cream pie.
Then I had a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin and 2 hash browns.
JP, what you going to eat this morning?
I have got a strawberry strawberry and cream pie and a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
He's a little excited with that Carrie Fisher doll there.
There he was.
Shut his camera off.
Shut his camera.
So flustered.
Don't worry,
now he's in
she would have gotten me a little stuttering in back in the day too.
now
Don't
he's in
worry,
there-
JP.
now he's in
Yeah,
there.
back in the day.
Now he's
Yes,
in
back
Back
in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, she's dead now, JP.
Yeah, she is dead.
Now it's really creepy.
Yeah. Very-
We'll go around the table here. Zach, what you got there for Christmas?
Okay. I think it's from Terry. No, I think this one's from Terry. Excuse me, can't read. Let me.
A football scarf.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Can't find anything that says Panthers on it.
All sold out.
All sold out.
Every
Every day is game day. With Kevin, it is.
And
all
all
right,
right.
you found that Tar Heels.
North Carolina Tar Heels flag to go outside. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, Zach, I got you a signed copy of the Charlotte Hornets Sharpening the Stinger by Rick Bonnell, the guy who wrote it. He just passed away. So this is to Charles. I hope you enjoy this. It may add to your understanding of this basketball-crazed state. So it's about Muggsy Alonso and Larry Johnson there. Charlotte Hornets book. You and your son can enjoy
I'll
that
definitely
one.
read that. I like to read.
LaMelo's not in there?
No.
A chapter on an addendum there? No?
No.
No.
Under bad draft picks.
Yeah.
Not yet.
And then from Tom, Carolina Panthers car tag
Yeah.
and a Carolina Panthers flag.
There you
So,
go. That's right.
My God, he's lit up outside.
I had to go
I
to
don't know
doggone-
why.
I had to go to Gastonia to get that stuff, man. I was like, man, where's the Panther stuff at? Can't find Panther stuff.
You, I'm
was
gonna
on
be
the-
honest.
It was on the reduced rack
Seriously,
this
you
year.
cannot.
No.
It's on the reduced rack.
I
They
had to
put
go
on
to
clearance and got it going.
What's wrong with y'all? Y'all did not get out much?
Well, I'm gonna tell
everywhere.
you. Well,
That's all I see.
Gastonia was a nightmare yesterday. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, I was in Shelby.
I'm not surprised.
I didn't have.
You got to hit up the antiques.
I didn't.
Antiques, Tom.
I didn't.
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't
You're
have
right.
That's where you get your Ohio State stuff at.
Yeah, I know. More.
I did see while I was shopping yesterday, Tom, a Cleveland Guardian shirt, and they didn't have any price tags on it, so I can't even tell you how overpriced it was. But for some reason, they didn't have any price tags on it. I was just trying to ask him what it was, and the guy didn't know. So.
Good. Well, I don't wear anything. That says
I was gonna
Guardians.
say it's probably an
It
expansion
says
team.
Guardians. I'm on. If it's a
Expansion name.
but there's a lot of fans like me where they just wear it just says Cleveland baseball, things like that.
So-
I mean, if you want to call them the Guardians, like it's a fictitious team in a movie or something, that's fine. But they're the Cleveland Indians. I mean, whatever.
Do you know these little mini helmets? They're around $35-$40 usually. I saw a bunch of them, a bunch of teams, and looking at those, and then right there at the cash register sits two Washington Redskins helmets, $75 a piece.
Oh yeah.
crap.
Collector's items. They ain't gonna sell them no more.
That one that
Yeah, all the rest of them $35-$40, and right there at the register $75.
that one that got missing is probably worth about $1,000 now.
Not that one, but yet. Yeah. So if you do have any Redskins gear, folks,
And we'd like to put out a memo. We have an estranged employee that stole from this radio station. So
on
if you
his
see him,
last day out,
if you
never
see
came
him,
back.
he'll probably be in a birthday hat walking a dog.
We'll be wearing a Redskins.
The Redskins, and if you see him, please
I
confront
think-
him.
Well, no, he's no longer with that dog. However,
Oh no,
I think he's engaged with a different one, isn't he?
it happened again. huh?
He's engaged though.
Okay, well, congratulations. Bring the helmet back,
He's
please.
a different little puppy
That you stole.
Now.
Adopt a dog.
that you quit without a notice, and you stole the Redskins helmet.
So Terry, after winning a Duke
After all
shirt and Ohio State, what was it at the Christmas party?
Tom got that.
What was the
I
Ohio
gave it
State?
away.
What
The coin hole.
Yeah,
coin hole?
Coin hole.
What you got today over there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like he didn't know he was next.
I didn't know. You gotta save Tom for last.
He's like the guy we
Sunday.
open presents.
I mean,
Everybody watches.
I've been
Oh, my next. You're the next
I'm
oldest.
next.
Huh? You're the
I've
next
been-
in line.
I've been collecting stuff for Terry for a while.
If it's a bag of state stuff, you know it smells over there.
Oh, this is pretty neat.
A Duke koozie?
Yeah, it's a Kansas City Royal.
Kansas City Royals.
With,
your name on it.
With my name on it.
Terry.
I'm telling you,
Is it spelled right?
that's my name.
Is it spelled right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's spelled right.
that one is not for me.
I will say that for a sec. All right. And then
Zach, by the way, brought presents in Food Lion bags.
I did. My wife said, I'm going to put them in bags for you. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
I brought mine in.
She's laughing. I'm
Food
like,
Lion bag.
that's a Food Line bag. Yeah, it's a bag.
NC
North
State.
Carolina State shirt.
Mine came from whatever sports store I got that from.
I appreciate that, Zach.
I hope that's a 2X.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's anything less, y'all can.
I
forget
heard
it.
him say, about the shirt, and he couldn't get it from Milton.
I thought he wore extra medium.
And then in this one, it's an assortment of different things.
It's the stuff I've been collecting for Terry.
All right.
Even though I hate him, I
assortment
have to
of
buy
different
stuff
things.
for him.
A Dale Earnhardt Army car.
Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Yeah.
vintage, yep.
That is different for sure.
That's
Is
probably
that senior?
I don't think I've ever
That's
seen that
senior,
before.
Yep.
Check it out. That's pretty
That's
cool.
why I don't think I have either.
November 24th, 1996.
Yeah, this looks like this is out of like Japan. The writing up here.
Oh,
Yeah. Dale Earnhardt, number
got
3.
some calligraphy at the top. It is. It says it
Yeah.
right at the top, Terry. Japan.
Yep. That's what I said. Yeah.
You didn't
Japan.
point at the word in English,
But
you pointed at
From
the calligraphy.
1996. That's pretty neat. Another Dale Earnhardt, a Brickyard 400. That's pretty neat. August the 5th of 1995.
Terry, you take all them out to packs. They can just ride around and wreck each other.
Well, I think the Dale Earnhardt, the Army car would be wrecked.
And don't think
That's
about
all I'm
it.
gonna
Don't
say.
think about it, Terry. I will be checking your eBay account later.
Okay. Then a Dale Earnhardt daily desktop calendar from 2006.
And that won't work next year. Don't use that, okay?
Somebody, I just saw on the internet. There's certain years you can go back and use. You can go
right.
back and use the same calendars. I
Yeah.
can't remember which year.
I
it
think it's
was.
like every 7. Is it every 7 or something that goes back to
I
7?
can't remember. I just saw one yesterday, and they were just talking about
Unopened,
that.
unused, Terry. I saw that. I was like,
This is one of them like in-store things that they say, here, take it.
Well, it comes with a
50 cent.
car.
and it's got the car.
I know.
Yeah, it does.
It's got the car.
That's the best part about it. Come with a car.
A little visor. North Carolina State. That'll open up my head for
I was
sure.
about to say, do bald men wear
Hey,
visors?
you better put some sunscreen
When
on
you
that
shave
top
your
of that
head,
face.
man, you wear anything.
You wear that
That's
at
what you
night.
do.
You wear
That's
that at
right.
night, don't you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's his night. That's his nighttime.
I'm
hat.
scared that one won't
That's
fit,
going
though,
out
Larry,
hat.
Terry. I'm scared that one won't fit.
West Lincoln.
I thought it was West Virginia.
No.
That's a West Lincoln
West
camo
Lincoln
hat.
Camo hat. It will fit.
I was getting ready to say, if you can't make that fit, you can give that to one of your buddies up at West Lincoln.
He'll make it fit.
Yeah.
That's right.
I saw that. I was like, man.
Duct tape will make any hat.
Was
fit.
that in Cleveland County?
It was at Kings Mountain.
How about that?
Yeah.
See, we made it over Kings Mountain. They know who we are. Yeah.
I'm glad your official NC State Dale Earnhardt grab bag there, Terry.
All right. I
All right.
appreciate it.
All right, Terry, I got you a Dale Earnhardt Jr. McFarlane. Do you got this one yet?
No, I do not have that.
There's you a Dale Earnhardt Jr. McFarlane figure from the Nation. Is that a Nationwide? Or no, that's just his National Guard sponsor. 88 sponsor.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, you're
Thank
welcome.
you very
Yep.
much.
You're welcome, Terry. All right, Tom, what you
All
got?
right. Let's see what I got. In this Food Line bag here, got some groceries. Got some groceries
Courtesy
here.
of my wife.
A Cleveland Indians.
Sometimes you got to use what
Tom,
you
that's
got.
how we rap in the
Koozie.
South.
I believe that, thank you, that I will not put this around beer because I know Zach's a preacher. So, Zach, this won't go around beer. It'll go around.
We can't.
Coca-Cola.
You can't show that on YouTube.
I can't. Right there it is. Okay. Go ahead. I'm
Cleveland Guardians.
I'm pulling an Elon Musk.
Hey,
Free
that's a
speech.
first.
What's that?
Cleveland Guardians.
Oh,
First
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then a
Yeah.
Hornets shirt.
Yeah, I couldn't find
Buy
Ohio
me a
State.
Hornets
I couldn't find Ohio State. I couldn't find Cleveland, either one. So I said, he goes to Hornets
That's
games. He
my-
can wear it.
That's my backup.
He can
That's my
he can wear it to
backup.
the game so he can act like he's a fan.
That actually is my backup.
He was this close to getting a LaMelo Ball shirt from me.
I'd wear it.
He was this close because I
Or
couldn't.
no, a LaMelo Ball figurine. So
He
he
was-
was sit right there on his microphone.
Is this close to getting because I couldn't find his teams a Clemson because he
And
loves
then-
Dabo so much.
Terry got me the every day is game day.
that's right.
That's gonna find a home in my classroom. Thank you, Terry. And then
Well, that's not but 5 weeks.
For those cold days. Got me. That is actually pretty cool. With a football scarf. Thank you, Terry.
Is that a scarf?
That's a scarf.
Oh, okay.
And there's something else in here.
I thought it was a crying towel.
What? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Look at that.
Cool.
He knows that I drink coffee, and he knows I like the brown.
Tom, that is not a scarf. That is a crying towel.
Oh, what it is?
Yes.
Yeah. Probably going to need that after Flacco throws 3 interceptions this week.
I tell you to get you the scarf. You got your crying towel.
Yeah. Crying towel.
If he wears that scarf with that KTC sweater vest that he wears.
Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, Tom. So I left her sitting on the counter this morning.
Tom gets
How about
nothing
that?
from Kevin.
Nothing.
It's all right.
But I'm going to allow you to hold Andre's because I want to put it on the camera. He got a Tom Brady bobblehead. So show that up to the camera so I can get that on the camera for Andre. So you get him on
Brady.
YouTube.
Okay.
He got a little mini bobblehead.
Yep. There's Tom Brady.
So Tom gets to hold Tom over there.
All right.
All right, I'll dig into this stuff. I got a Cardinals. Oh, the camera's that way. Cardinals and Kevin's koozie. Mine is okay for television, unlike Tom's.
Yeah. Those are pretty neat. Thanks, Zach.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Thank my daughter. She made them.
It looks like something
the
of
name-
that
put the
stayed on.
names on
That's
it.
all that matters. Pretty long sleeve shirt.
how about
Thank
the
you, thank you,
Appalachian
thank you.
State Mountaineers, 7-1
Yeah.
in Division I bowl?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
Can't beat him.
That's the one I told
I
you.
about pulled it out by his head, whatever that was. So
That's
hold
the
on
one
a
I
second.
told you. I got from the guy.
Who's this one from?
That's me.
Okay, this is from Tommy.
And guess what? Another.
Another I would say, but this is a sweater. So I went from T-shirt to sweater.
Yeah, I didn't leave yours sitting on the counter, Kevin.
Yeah. And then a Mark McGuire
Ah,
bobblehead.
bobblehead. How about
Sweet.
that?
I'm gonna tell you what, man.
He never failed a single test.
Test it.
I found that
Unlike
sucker, man.
Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz. And
I was like, I couldn't believe I found that. The guy just had it there. Like, you'll sell
I
it?
couldn't believe in a second. Is this you, Terry?
Yep.
Now this is gonna scare my kids right here. We got an App State
Oh
elk.
gosh.
That's funny.
He's gonna sit right here. There you go, right there. He might have a home right there, Terry. Thank you. I'm trying not to break this because it sounds like glass.
Well, let me
Terry,
tell you why I gave you that.
play as one, win as one.
Reason I gave you that, because on this show, not one of us thought Florida State should have been left out. And right there, there's about 100 guys that play for that team. We play as one, we win as one.
Except for the opt-outs.
And they have done exactly what
except for
they're
the
supposed to.
except-
In
except for the
2023.
Except for the opt-outs. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Terry. Let's see. Something else in here. Do I got another? Is this a football TM too? I believe it is. Every day is game day, and this will go up right here in the office, right behind Terry. Ooh, right there. We'll see that. Thank you, Terry. And I got me a crying towel too, Tommy.
You
we
did?
got Cleveland Browns
Oh,
crying
wow.
towels
I got
from Terry.
He just didn't want us to fight over who he liked
No,
more.
when
so
Dallas
he goes,
wins it all, y'all just
A scarf.
cry.
That's a scarf.
wins what all. Terry.
The Super Bowl.
Well, they sure went up to Buffalo and got spanked.
Well, that's okay. I mean, you know, you got to lose every now and then. Might as well lose now.
Well,
Good.
thank you, guys, for the Christmas present. You can see here on the show. I'm putting right here for now. Everything, you know, it would be good to have a bobblehead to go to, like when Terry or something says something weird, and you just be like, "That's just all we have." Just set a camera on a bobblehead, and we just tap him. No, Terry. No, Terry. No, Draymond. No. All right, well, everybody, we'll be back in a few minutes. We'll talk. We've got NCAA football to get into, NBA, of course, Major League Baseball news, and NFL, and more on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Cold weather is on the way. Be ready with a stop in at Today's Pro in Shelby. From gas logs to fireplaces to inserts and more. With name brands like Menneson and Empire. A big inventory to choose from. And Today's Pro in Shelby does service calls too. Just call 704-600-8393. Again, 704-600-8393. For Today's Pro, 1325 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at thetodayspro.com. Merry Christmas to all from everyone at the Northbrook Rest Home in Vale. We wish you and your family the very best this holiday season. Northbrook Rest Home is family owned and operated by Roy Lee and Connie Dedman for 34 years, serving the elderly and disabled. Medicaid is accepted. They do personal care, meals, and medications are administered, plus activities too. The Northbrook Rest Home, located in a rural setting at 1611 Northbrook No. 3 School Road in Vale. And again, Merry Christmas to all from Northbrook Rest Home in Vale. Personnel Services Unlimited wishes you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For over 40 years, Personnel Services Unlimited has been passionate about connecting people with possibilities. When you partner with Personnel Services Unlimited, you're working with a team of staffing professionals dedicated to finding you the right job and finding the best employees for their clients. Learn how they can help you by visiting psuhasjobs.com.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Webb Chemical and Paper Company. They're the place to go for all your janitorial, cleaning supplies, and disposable paper products. You'll find great prices, great service, and products available in bulk. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Their friendly staff will assist you with all your product needs. Webb Chemical and Paper Company, conveniently located at 2500 West Dixon Boulevard, Highway 74 West in Shelby. Stop by or call them at 704-482-4331. Check them out at webchemicalandpaper.com.
For a limited time, you can buy a brand new camper at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain for up to 50% off. Come in for all the details, plus up to $7,500 in incentives. Your payments as low as $150 a month for a brand new camper. Now, wouldn't that be a great gift for the entire family? Check it out today. 50% savings, $7,500 in incentives, payments as low as $150 a month. Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain. Online at campersinn.com. Merry Christmas to you and your family from our family at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby, home of Renato Kia and Renato Honda. Manager Darren Yerby takes his time to invite you to drop by and meet him. Renato Auto Mall brings you joy and blessings and the warmest thoughts and best wishes for a wonderful Christmas. Again, Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Renato Kia and Renato Honda at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at RenatoKia.com and RenatoHonda.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Ken and the guys. I meant to say before he went to break, but I'll be bringing y'all's gifts next week because I forgot to this week. So
Forgive you.
But
We forgive you, JP.
JP, we don't expect anything from you except make sure the biscuits
That's
are here
right.
on time and that the show is started on.
JP, we all find the lower expectations we have for you, the happier we are.
Right. When we feel better when you nail something.
so
when
I
you
don't
do
have to
some-
bring y'all anything more. Than
when
that.
You did not get that at all. I said that's the most important. You got an award for your only job.
I know,
you do.
and I always bring it.
That's the only one you do
never
over
fail.
50% well.
Well, yeah, I missed one Saturday, but I had.
Do we have employee reviews at this place? Like
now-
now, Calvin takes you in a little room and tells you whether you're
You got to
good or
do
bad.
less than 60 now in the schools to fail. So
Yeah, I know.
That was college.
Come on now.
College was at
To the
58.
school
That
now.
was college. I know,
58.
I know you didn't go, but that was college.
Then they cut- then
Yeah, I
they
know.
cut
61 to get a D.
If Johnny doesn't get 2 more points, you know he's going to be back in your class next semester. Oh, let me find some.
when they changed that, my daughter told me, I said, that might be their rating, but that's not my rating. You better not bring that crap home.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, good morning and happy Saturday again, and welcome to the big show here Saturday morning. Shock Jock Sports Talk. We talk a little bit of everything here in the sports world as much as we can. Some NC preps when we have some football and basketball news, and then we also talk about NBA, and we'll start right there this week. No Draymond fighting. Oh, he's not playing, so we don't have to talk about that. Tom, looking across the league, Boston's still in first. Milwaukee's half game behind them. Sixers, Orlando, Knicks, and Heat. Our Hornets or Zach are down near the bottom. The Pistons have lost 25 straight games.
Had a
And
chance to
believe it or not, they were once 2-1.
They had a chance to win the other night, and they blew it.
So they are really, really young. So I don't really hold that much against them. They don't have any like stars or anything like that.
No, they don't. I watched them a little bit the other day. It was pretty ugly.
Terry, what you got there?
I'm just sitting here and I'm like, well, we got to give them a lot. Well, you ain't giving them no break. They're playing in the NBA.
I didn't give them a break. I said they're young.
They're young and they should win. After you continuously, what do we have to go back this week and say, now you've lost like 48 of your last 52?
They're very close to breaking the consecutive loss. I think they're like 3 away from it. Consecutive losses.
Somebody's lost more. I thought they'd already broke it. I just
no, they're really close
lost
to
that many. That's bad.
So what are the San Antonio Spurs? They've won 3 games, maybe.
They've won 4.
4. Okay.
They've won 4. Tom, they're down here.
And they
Last
beat
team they beat was the Lakers.
They beat LeBron the other day.
Yeah.
So
They beat the Lakers.
They beat the one.
Soundly.
Make sure you title it right. They beat the 2023 Intercontinental Champions.
Yeah, that's true.
that hung the banner. With all those other banners, they hung that banner.
They beat the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, they beat the
And they're 9th place in their conference right now.
Yep. The Intercontinental Champions are 9th. First place in the West, Timberwolves still. Then OKC, Denver in 3rd, Kings, Clippers, Pelicans. Now, if I'd have gave y'all money to take to Vegas, would y'all have any way in shape or form had nailed those 6 teams as the top 6 teams in the West? Terry?
No,
Somebody would have had Dallas maybe. Phoenix should be in the top 6. At Lakers, Golden State. To go into Vegas and go, I got Minnesota, OKC, Denver, Sacramento, Clippers, and Pelicans. That's almost like picking the 6 worst franchises in the West besides the Nuggets after winning championship.
Golden State not even in the play-in.
Well,
no.
Shocker how good Clippers are when Kawhi hadn't missed a game this year.
Well, they moved hard into point guard, and that changed the as opposed to Westbrook, and that kind of leads to kind of what we want to talk about.
Didn't he miss this last game?
Did he?
I don't know. So.
I just saw it the other day where he said he hadn't missed a game.
So that kind of shifts over into something that we've talked about a lot actually on this show, and I know Chip might not know, but I've made the point that only 3 point guards in NBA history have led their team in scoring in the finals and won. Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, and Steph Curry. And if you think about those three are on the Mount Rushmore of point guards with Oscar Robertson. Now, going from there, Magic 6'9", right? Steph 6'3", and at some point, Terry, nobody ever talks about him. People got to give Isaiah his credit as how good he was. 2 championships with a bunch of dudes that can't really shoot besides Joe Dumars. Yeah. It's pretty good.
He was a scrappy little guy too.
Nasty. Like he was nasty. He won 2 championships. He gave Jordan all he can handle. He gave Bird and them all they can handle. He gave everybody a lot of trouble. But the point is that point guards usually, and only one of his championships did he lead his team in scoring. Only one of Steph's did he lead his team in scoring. And only one of Magic's did he lead his team in scoring. He's got 5. So the point I'm making is that from the point guard position I've always had, it's hard for that guy to be your leading scorer and win. And then just this week, Becky Hammond came out and they were talking about somebody asked him how good the Knicks could be, and she said they can't win at all because their point guard is their best player. And then now everybody's like, well, she hates Jalen Brunson, and she was making the point that he can't that you can't have the point guard be the 1A guy. So this is her coming out with a statement after the TV show. For the record, I love Jalen Brunson's game. Let me pull it up for you guys. I love Jalen Brunson's game. He used to give us the Spurs work when he played with Dallas. I love when undersized players give the league buckets. He's got a great mind and a feel for the game. Great mind, great feel. He was passed over in the first round and then got in the league and showed out. He's not a good NBA player. He's a great NBA player. Much respect. He's an all-star and will be an all-NBA performer. But I stand by my statement that I can't put him in a LeBron, Steph, Embiid type of 1A tier player. And if that is your best player, and that if your best player is the smallest player on the court, you probably won't win a championship. This game favors the tall. Wish it didn't, but it does. So that was her comments on it. And then Isaiah Thomas responded. Facts from Becky Hammond. Sadly, that this game historically does favor the taller, stronger athlete. And when smaller sized people have success, it is more impressive in my opinion. The 1A players has historically been the taller players. than myself or Steph, who are the outliers. So I mean, I'm 100% agree with them, Terry, and that's how it's been.
Yeah, and he calls Steph 6'3".
Steph isn't that he's the best shooter ever. It's that he can shoot from 50 feet the same way he can shoot from 29 feet, and you have to guard it, and it stretches the defenses out so far that it causes the issue. That every team for the last 10, 15 years tried to be like that. Because remember when Jordan was here, every team wanted to be the next Jordan. We got Tracy McGrady, then Vince Carter, and Kobe Bryant, all the shooting guards, the great shooting guard area right after that. And then now everybody wants to be the great three-point shooters. You can't be that. So that was her comment, and I agree with her. Whatever you think about her, Isaiah, whatever, I think they're right here and need to. This subject has got a little weird. But anyway, Terry, thoughts on that?
No thoughts. I mean, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Why should I?
You agree?
No thoughts is usually what goes through your brain.
Yeah.
But
You know.
I would say that she's right. I mean, I think she never said couldn't.
I
She
know.
said probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she chose her words carefully. Then
I think you're talking about favors the
Somebody else
it
wrote it.
does. It does. If a guy's taller and stronger than you, it's harder to beat him, and that's what does make it more significant when you are the smaller player and you do it anyway, Isaiah Thomas. So I think it's accurate, and sometimes people don't like facts, but don't bring your feelings to a fact fight, right? I mean, I think that's accurate.
And it tells you how good Muggsy really was.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, 5'3". I mean, I think Isaiah's 5'11". I think something in that range.
Spud Webb.
Bud Webb.
Yeah.
I said I think it was
5'6".
6.
Yeah, about 6
Webb
foot,
was
6'1".
5'7", was
Yeah.
listed at 5'7".
So I mean,
If you're 5'7" and you make it to the NBA, you're like 1 in 50 million. I mean,
I don't think we'll ever see another Muggsy.
The
No.
5'7" beat Dominique Wilkins in a dunk contest.
Yeah, I know. He could jump. Yeah.
That's an alien.
Yeah, I know. Every now and then you just get a freak, man. Just somebody's a freak of nature.
Oh, Nate Robinson won
Yep.
too and played college football too as well. So he has to be listed as one of the greatest athletes. If he
Except
think about-
boxing.
Think about Nate. Well, it's Nate boxing. Think about if he was like born in or played in like in the early like the 60s or 50s or whatever, and he's out here dunking at 5'9" and playing
Yeah.
football as well. Well, he was a cornerback, right? When he defense, I don't think he was a running back. Anybody remember that
I
one?
don't remember.
No.
None of y'all got. Terry, I thought you had a Nate Robinson Washington foot. He was Washington too, wasn't he? Does anybody remember got that? Washington.
Washington. You have to say Washington.
I know he didn't understand what I
He
didn't
didn't
pronounce it
understand
without
what
the
he
R.
said yet. Didn't understand what you were saying. Oh, Washington. Now I get it. Oh, yes. Now
Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Terry. Yeah, that's right. I'm just glad Zach, his daughter, knew how to spell Terry instead of Terri.
All right.
Yeah.
Here, we're gonna play some Jeopardy. The answer is Pistons yes, Bulls no. What is the question? Any guesses from my esteemed panel? I know Terry has nothing.
Holy cow.
Pistons.
This is the dumbest
This
thing
is-
you've ever
Any,
done.
this is what Jeopardy does.
any NBA championships in the 2000s?
Was there ever a day they were over 500 this year?
Oh, okay.
Pistons yes, Bulls no.
Oh, okay.
Chicago's not been over 500 this
like
year.
I was
Pistons have.
supposed to know.
I just told you that like 2 minutes ago. Hey, they're 2-1.
How did
I gave a hint.
Chicago's franchises haven't been anything?
I was fixing to bring it up. Ever since that they were couldn't wait to get Jordan out the door, and ever since they got Jordan out the door, they have had
they've been trash.
nothing.
They've been trash.
You try
Trash.
to live with your past success, and I don't think that always gets
Yeah.
it. Not for fans.
Not in a town like Chicago.
And the reason I say this is on account of look at the Carolina Panthers last week in their stadium. If they had what
2,000?
10,000, yeah, I mean I gave them 10, but
I don't even know if it was that.
I mean
Well,
The estimate from one of the ushers I saw was 5,200 was the expectation.
how about that? I mean
that's not even a Texas high school football game.
if you're in Philadelphia, you're loaded down. If you're in Dallas, you're loaded down. If you're a lot, you
That was
know,
10 minutes before kickoff,
look at that.
or 20 minutes before kickoff. I think that's what it said.
Everybody's out to get us.
No. Sorry, that's the wrong picture. That's halftime.
Well, here's the deal.
That's halftime.
Panthers. You got the coach wrong. You got the quarterback wrong. Your stadium's empty.
And you got rid of your receivers. You did everything.
And I'm
Can I
gonna
get a-
say the owner is just as I really believe it's the owner.
But you got the quarterback and coach wrong because you got the wrong owner. But you can't pick your owner. The owner just has the money and buys the team. You don't get to pick your owner. But you get to pick your coach and you get to pick your quarterback, and they picked wrong both, and now they're going to suffer.
The thing that bothers me is you got a guy who is over you that was going to build this facility in South Carolina, then all of a sudden says, well, you know what, we're not going to do that, and just let it go after it's already been partially built.
Terry, people don't become billionaires by being honest and friendly. I'm just sorry.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's true. I mean, he did not care.
You don't become a billionaire by always being, I'm going to do the right thing. No, it's not how you become a billionaire.
So, NBA action, back to that. Today, real quick, Monday's
The
Christmas Day games are Bucks and Knicks at 12. I'll pull that up for the internet fans at home so you can see along with us. Bucks and Knicks at 12. Warriors and Nuggets at 2:30. Celtics and Lakers at 5. Sixers and Heat at 8. And Mavericks and Suns at 10:30. So pretty good matchups.
Man, this is a gambler's paradise. I mean, you could just put your money on the games and sit on the couch and watch basketball.
Flip it back up to the top.
All day.
Flip it back up to the first one. Okay, Bucks and Knicks. Okay, everybody's going to take Milwaukee. Somebody going to take the Knicks?
It's only 3.5.
I doubt it. But then you go to the next one. Everybody's going to take the Nuggets. Because without Draymond, the Warriors can't win. Keep on going down. You go on down to the next one. Then you got the Celtics with their 21-6 against a 15-14. They're lucky they're over 500. Lakers, so the Celtics will win out there. And then the 76ers and Heat. The 76ers are going on the road to the Heat. The Heat's going to win at home. And then the last one, the Mavericks will pull off a win over the Suns, who are 14-14 and very not happy with how they're playing.
Well, call your bookie and bet all those. Just bet your entire West Lincoln paycheck on that.
I got him. I'll do it.
Yeah, no, you won't. No, you won't. You're just over there. Oh, yeah, this is going to happen. Okay, we'll put a little money on it, Terry. Put a little money on it.
What?
Not put no money on it, Terry? He's silent.
This is all right. So,
he's silent.
So with how far we are in the season right now, 27 games, a little over a quarter of the season gone. In the East, give me your predictions, guys. In East Finals right now, who you got, Tommy?
East Finals? I always go with the 76ers, and they always let me down.
Every year.
Yeah, every year. So I'm going Boston and Milwaukee until somebody shows me any different. I mean, I'd love to see the Cavaliers get up there. They've had some injury problems. I still think at best they're maybe the fourth best team at full strength, maybe. There's a lot of teams in the middle of the pack, but Boston and Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? That's what you said, Eastern Conference,
No feel for your Cavs making it there.
Well, I mean, they've had injuries, and now they say Ricky Rubio, who was going to be pretty good coming off the bench, he's not going to play again. When Mobley goes down and Garland goes down, that's a good bit of your team there. That's 40% of your starting lineup, and they're both pretty good. I mean, they've still got Jared Allen and Strus has come on, and he can have a big game here or there, and of course Mitchell, he could score 35, 40, but you got to have all your pieces, man. I mean, because Cleveland doesn't have like the three superstars, but they've got some really good players now. If they've got everybody, I think they can make a run at it, but I don't think they quite have enough to challenge, the very top, not unless they're full strength.
If Calvin was listening, that was your Ricky Rubio name drop of
Ricky
the year.
Poor old Ricky. I'm not really sure what's going on, but he just has some issues, and he's decided not to play for a while.
You see what's wrong with this picture that they show what Kevin's got up right now?
What?
A minute ago, he gave us that question: who's been over 500, who's not? And Chicago's in the playoffs, where Detroit is not.
13-17.
Now,
they have been over 500 for the year.
But that's a shame. You are taking teams that is 4 games below 500, and they're going to make the playoffs.
Awful.
That should not happen.
They got to win the play-in game, but they very well could. So.
Too many teams make the playoffs.
It's overloaded.
I still say
try to make
if you're
the
not
regular
500 or better, you should be left out.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, more games, more hot dogs, more gamblers, more parking. It's just more money. I mean, so if they can dream up some ways to have some extra games, they're going to do it. So I just think that what was it for years? 8 teams, right?
Yeah.
8. That's plenty.
Can Charlotte win 20?
Yeah, they can win 20. They've already won.
If you double it, that's 30. That's 60 games or 14 and
21 games.
Yeah, they're right at 2021. And we still can't make the play-in game. Yes, guys. We'll just go ahead and just up it to like 14 teams.
They're only 4 games back. They get LaMelo Ball back. He gets hot.
He's done.
He's done. He's not going to play all year.
Did they announce that?
No, they haven't. But just wait and see.
Well,
why would you want to go back and play, man, when you're hurt? Just wait till I fully heal. I'll start next year.
I guess.
I mean, with this team, would you want to come back and play with this team?
If it's what you love to do, Terry.
Well, you're getting paid anyway.
I guess.
So, remember I don't remember the exact stat, but that Draymond likes to get kicked out whenever Curry is out of the game. The Golden State Warriors, when Steph Curry does not play, 81 and 144 when they're led by Draymond and Klay Thompson. 81 and 144.
It's not good.
Well, you got to have an all-star.
63 games.
Yeah, it's not good.
Under 500.
It's not good at all.
But Steph, I tell you, when Draymond's there, I score more points.
Yeah. Because when someone else is there, that fourth guy might shoot once or twice.
Draymond will get him the ball.
When he's wide open. Grief. That's what Horace Grant scored more than Dennis Rodman. That's what happens, Terry. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. We've got college football. I know that's what y'all are waiting to talk about. And NFL ahead of us on KTCBroadcasting.com.
If you've got someone on your Christmas shopping list that loves coffee, espresso blends, and smoothies, give them a gift card from Scooter's Coffee in Cherryville. Buy $25 worth of Scooter's gift cards and get an extra $5 free. That could be a special treat for yourself. And don't forget, fresh brewed coffee, just $1 a cup. Now, at your local Scooter's Coffee, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right in front of Walmart. Open 5:30 to 9, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9, Saturday and Sunday.
I'm Lon Helton, inviting you to join me as I count down the week's top 30 with my co-host, John Party. We're going to talk about Christmas traditions with his mom.
The tradition was with him, he'd get his guitar out and sing a lot of songs. It was a lot of fun.
Yep, we're going to have to do this next year.
That's John Party on Country Countdown USA.
Wednesday afternoon at 1 o'clock on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and KTCBroadcasting.com. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Webb Chemical and Paper Company. They're the place to go for all your janitorial, cleaning supplies, and disposable paper products. You'll find great prices, great service, and products available in bulk. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Their friendly staff will assist you with all your product needs. Webb Chemical and Paper Company, conveniently located at 2500 West Dixon Boulevard, Highway 74 West in Shelby. Stop by or call them at 704-482-4331. Check them out at webchemicalandpaper.com.
Merry Christmas to you and your family from our family at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby, home of Renato Kia and Renato Honda. Manager Darren Yerby takes his time to invite you to drop by and meet him. Renato Auto Mall brings you joy and blessings and the warmest thoughts and best wishes for a wonderful Christmas. Again, Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Renato Kia and Renato Honda at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at RenatoKia.com and RenatoHonda.com. For a limited time, you can buy a brand new camper at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain for up to 50% off. Come in for all the details, plus up to $7,500 in incentives. Your payments as low as $150 a month for a brand new camper. Now, wouldn't that be a great gift for the entire family? Check it out today. 50% savings, $7,500 in incentives, payments as low as $150 a month. Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain. Online at campersinn.com.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. the durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. They're diving into college football now, if I remember correctly.
That may be correctly.
I may be correct.
Maybe correctly, JP.
I'm close.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. We got McDonald's breakfast. Zach, if you would, hit the button above computer up there at the queue. I'm trying to make. Can y'all hear that? When I hit that?
It's got a buzz.
All right, hit that again. All right. Let's see if this works. Let's see. Zach, turn the computer on.
Okay.
Let's see if this works.
And overall,
All right, here we go, Terry. I got something for you. You ready?
I like what the Royals have done this offseason, but Hunter Renfrow and Michael Walker, and if for some reason it doesn't work out, they could do what they did with Aroldis Chapman. Flip him at some point during the season.
Yeah.
But I like these moves.
And you look at like what this AL Central looks like going into 2024, right? The Twins elected not to bring back Sonny Gray via free agency, so they take a hit there. Looks like they're gonna trim back on some money. All of a sudden, you'd have to think like the Kansas City Royals. I'm not saying they're the favorite, but they have a legitimate shot.
Why can't they be in the mix?
Absolutely. I thought bringing in Lugo was a great addition. The guy bounced back and forth, found a home in the rotation last year with San Diego. They bring in Michael Walker, who's reestablished himself. They have a chance. They just accumulated a lot of innings that's going to take some strain off of that bullpen right now in a division that is very, very winnable. If the Royals, like a lot of teams that aren't picked to be first, if they can get off to a good start the first 5-6 weeks of the season, and I get it, you're looking at that record going 56 and 106, but I got to tell you this, there was no Michael Walker, there was no Seth Lugo in that starting rotation.
Yeah.
This is 2/5 of that rotation. They've done a major upgrade.
And they got Cole Reagans in that Aroldis Chapman.
All right, Terry. Hype in Kansas City.
Waka, waka, waka.
Listen, he started in St. Louis, and I loved him. I thought he was a good pitcher, and of course that everybody did that back then as well too. But Terry, your Royals, a lot. I've seen a lot on here. I'm trying to find some more, but yeah, they've got a lot of people are high up on the Royals this year.
And I agree with updating our pitching staff because we are very bad in that. But we need players. I mean, I looked on there, 4 or 5 players that are pitching. That's good, but let's update some of our players that are on the field every day. When you say 56, let's not go crazy. Let's go that we can go 82 and 80. You know what I'm saying?
I got some more for you. Free agent spending so far this season, divided by the 2023 payroll, the Dodgers have spent 300% compared to last year's or this year's payroll. Kansas City is the second highest spender compared to this year's payroll at 109% of your payroll, Terry.
Okay, but here's your problem with that. If we get off to a bad start and we're not in it, then we're going to get everybody we just got. We're going to get rid of them.
Well, that might be good, though. You might end up getting a bunch of AA studs. The Royals have spent $105 million this offseason. Even as a Guardians fan, that's pretty cool to see. I don't know something about teams trying to turn their corner and choosing not to cry poor just to gets me going, Tom. That's from a Guardians fan responding to the this about the $13 million deal with Hunter Renfrow and how much they've spent.
Somebody's got to get a Fozzie Bear shirt and put Waka Waka Waka. I'm just telling you,
Terry.
That's a moneymaker.
Zach, he's been in the league 10 years. They've been doing that for a while.
I have seen it. So,
but Tom, as a Guardians fan, what do you think about that comment?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty accurate. I'm glad to see that, you can cry, you don't have any money, but eventually, Kansas City, I'm looking up here, is up to 16th in Major League Baseball on payroll. They were bottom feeders forever. Cleveland up to 24th. I know they've spent a little bit of money. Guess who's dead last in Major League Baseball?
Is it Baltimore? Because they usually notoriously down at the bottom.
They're second to last. the Oakland Athletics trying to move him, and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
That makes sense.
The Devil Rays, the Brewers, the Marlins, and then there's the Cleveland Guardians and Cincinnati Reds right side by side with about a $70 million payroll. So the entire Cleveland Guardians payroll is what Ohtani is supposed to get every year. $70 million.
All right, here's
that's what he's supposed to get, $700 million, 10 years, $70 million a year, right?
Right, and then they just signed was it a pitcher?
Yeah, it's for $350.
Another guy from Japan, right?
Yeah,
correct. Now, what's key to that and being able to pay these guys, Tom, is they basically have control of the whole country of Japan with the fan base. So like they have that GDP to back up the Dodgers. So you've got the Dodgers LA money and the GDP of Japan. So they can sign whoever they want.
I bet
right
the
now.
jersey sales will be just astronomical.
It's just insane how much they can spend more than everybody else.
League average is $125 million. They're still not, or this one, they're not top, I guess because the way Ohtani's doing his money. The
Correct.
top is the New York Mets.
Right.
$225 million, and they suck. So, I mean,
Where's the Angels? He's talking about how much money.
The Angels were on down. They're 14th.
All right.
So, I mean, it's just like spending money. I mean, all the New York teams, they're not any good. I mean, look how much money they spend in New York. I mean, the Jets are awful. The Giants are awful. The baseball teams aren't real good.
They're
Especially
still
the
not
Mets.
liable.
The Knicks always horrible.
The Knicks are horrible.
But they're not liable for the guys that they still got rid of, are they? The Mets.
Depends on
the contract.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, some of that money might be them guys that went to Texas.
It was just like when Mayfield paid the Browns were paying him more than the Panthers were paying him. The Browns were paying him to play against the Browns.
Here's our let's go through some tweets. Here's our Tony Gwynn stat of the week. All right, this is batting average in the 90s with 2 strikes. Okay, you had to qualify with 1,000 plate appearances. Tony Gwynn batted .312 in his career. I mean, in the 90s with 2 strikes. Any guesses on who would be second on this list in batting average in the 90s with 2 strikes?
Sammy Sosa.
Not a great guess, Tom.
No.
He's swinging for the fences.
In fact, I need to read off the poster, the Sosa poster compared to McGuire's and how many more times he struck out.
Yeah, he did strike.
It was insane. Yeah. And McGuire didn't strike. He struck out a good bit. Any guesses? Any guesses? I'll give you a hint, Chip. He played for your favorite team, and if he threw a baseball from you to me, he would hit Terry.
Chuck Knobloch?
Chuck Knobloch, all the way down at 261 is second place in the 90s. Tony Gwynn is 50 points better than Knobloch and Luis Polonia at batting average with 2 strikes in the 90s. How amazing is that?
Put the ball in play.
Edgar Martinez, 255 was fourth, and he was a DH and didn't do anything other than stand there and hit. Greg Jeffries was MVP candidate. I don't think he ever won one. Cirillo, Lenny Dykstra, 253 nails batted 253, and Wade Boggs at 251. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 8 guys in the 90s with batted over 250 with 2 strikes, and Gwynn was 312.
I think Wade was a 300 hitter for his career. I think.
I believe so too. He was a good batting average hitter. Here's your WAR stats of the day comparison. This has been a one this week. Ryan Howard and Brett Lowry. In 1,000 less games, Lowry has more WAR with 310 less home runs, 800 less RBI, and the only thing he has more than Howard is stolen bases and 3 points higher in batting average. What kind of stat is this, Terry?
And no honors.
You're going to look at that and say, Mike Trout's better than Barry Bonds, according to this stat, guys. Just look at that. How does it make any sense? Larry's got 15 more in 500 games.
Hey, when we was with
Howard his whole career.
When we played Howard, he scared us to death when we was.
Didn't he make the World Series one year too? He won the MVP.
Yeah,
58
ridiculous.
homers in a year. He had 58 homers in a year. Larry's got 71 in his career.
Jeez.
But according to this stat, like I said, Larry created more value than Ryan Howard did, according to this
okay.
One. Just stupid when someone brings that up. Be like, ugh.
Stupid is a good way to put that.
All right, here's your Zach. Don't look. Did you catch any
All
of
the
it?
top two.
He's
Quit
already
looking at my screen.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to move.
I'm gonna have. We got to put Zach over in the corner or something. He can't.
Kevin,
quit
you're
looking.
gonna have to move.
What's funny? He can't read this screen, but he reads this one like he's a Hawkeye.
I can
Johnson
see
or
that one
something.
over there too, but I can't see this.
He can't see this one that's close to him.
How many matchsticks are there here? Drop them.
All right, the top 5, and Zach, shut up.
I never forgot the two. That's all now.
Most combined home runs and stolen bases in Major League history.
Okay, Ricky Henderson, he's first.
He is number 1. Home runs and stolen bases, Major League history.
Home runs and stolen
I'd say
bases.
Ken Griffey had to be on that list.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Zach, you got a guess?
Acuna's gonna be on that list.
Jose Canseco.
I
No.
thought Canseco. He only had that one good year stealing.
No Canseco.
He was he was a 40-40 guy one year, wasn't he?
Home runs and stolen bases.
Alex Rodriguez.
He is 4th.
Okay.
Oh, good guess.
A-Rod is 4th with 1,025 guys over 1,000
Jeter?
combined total.
No.
5 guys over combined
He didn't steal no
over
bases, did he?
1,000.
Jeter didn't hit no home runs either.
Not a lot. 200 maybe.
Not a lot.
Some of these guys are older guys.
There's one very old.
I even thought about Nomar Garcia-Parra.
No.
He's not on there.
No, there's one very old. There's one 90s and 170s. I'll put it that way. 120s, 190s, 170s. There's your hint.
Ty
for the final
Cobb,
3. Ty
90s?
Cobb is number 5
I mean, 2000
from the 20s.
20s.
Then you got number 2, you still hadn't got, and number 3. All time. I know Calvin's yelling into the radio
Ozzie
right now.
Smith?
No.
It's not Vince
Home runs.
Coleman, is
Home
it?
runs.
And some.
Yeah.
You got to
Is
have
Vince
home
Coleman
runs.
on there?
No, not Vince.
I would say Pete Rose, but he only hit 160 home runs.
Terry, who stole a lot?
Lou
was the
Brock.
I was about to say, who was the all-time
Yeah.
stolen base leader
Yeah.
before Ricky
Lou
Henderson
Brock.
broke his record?
Oh my goodness.
Lou Brock is
Yep.
number 3 on the list. And number 1, the all-time home runs leader, guys, Barry Bonds is number 2.
I guess because he stole bases when in his
He
early
stole
career.
500 bases in his, earlier in his
Yeah.
career before he started roiding up. Yeah, he did.
No, he wasn't on anything, Kevin. What are you talking about?
Here's my favorite picture of the 90s. John Olerud in a
Yeah.
helmet pitching.
I remember that.
I didn't say who
I remember the
against.
helmet. I don't remember the pitching.
There's
but-
Olerud in the helmet pitching.
Why, did they ever say why he wore that?
He's got a soft
Did he?
spot. Didn't he
Did
have a
he?
soft spot or an open spot in a skull or
Okay.
something like that? Yep, it did. And let's see.
I didn't know if it was a preference or never did look it up. Back then, you couldn't look stuff up.
No, you couldn't just go on the internet. Hey, why does John Olerud look at
You
this?
actually had to like watch all the shows and everything, but now there's so many shows you don't know which ones to watch.
All right, so this is let me let's see one more war. Terry comment. Oh, here's another one where they showed him Robbie Alomar. Somebody commented, was the best second baseman I've ever saw. Chase Utley's WAR is 17. Defensive WAR is 17. Robbie Alomar is 3. I can't explain this stuff. So people are starting to figure this out and get on it. All right, new rules for baseball. New rules.
I saw this.
18-second pitch clock with runners on.
As opposed to 20.
Okay. 4 mound visits instead of 5. Is that per game, I guess, total? Not per pitcher, is it? If a pitcher warms up before an inning, he must face at least one hitter. And the
That's the
runners,
high school rule.
and then the best.
That's DC. That's a lot of rules.
Yeah.
If you go out there and you toe the mound, buddy, you're pitching to the first batter.
Or you're out of the game.
Yep.
You can't play another position.
Runners lane
Saw that too.
widened to what I thought was the rule anyway, the infield grass.
So it's going to give you another 6-8 inches.
Maybe it just depends on how they cut the grass, yeah.
We knew that they were going to adjust this pitch clock thing when, once they started to see what they wanted to tweak with it.
I just wish we could get rid of the ghost runners.
Yeah.
Like that's the craziest thing about baseball to me. Anyway, we can talk the WAR stats and all the other dumb stuff they do. Y'all got ghost runners now.
I still can't figure out, I just, that's bad stuff we do.
Talking about
as kids.
extra innings when you put the guy
Yeah.
at second.
Yes, and you get a free RBI from
That's
whoever's
what
batting.
that drives me crazy.
somebody gets a free stolen base. What if Ricky Henderson? Wouldn't it be better with 2 outs and Ricky Henderson's batting for him to strike out and then go to second in the bottom of the ninth, or 10th, or whatever it is? Say, hey, we got Ricky at second. He's gonna steal third. Now we got 3 outs to knock Ricky Henderson in. And God forbid the pitcher bounce a curveball. Like, it totally changes a lot of stats. The fact that baseball has done all this, the stats are out the window. Nobody believes that. A lot of people don't believe Bonds is the home run leader. A lot of people don't believe any of these stats. So, since they don't matter, I wish they would get back to say, hey, let's go to 142 to widen the playoffs. Let's have more fun and do that. All right. Any other final thoughts on baseball, guys? We'll come back and get on our football.
No, I think it's going to I think it's going to be good to give them more room over there. Get out of the way. You know what I mean? Get out of the way on that play at first base. Because, man, when that interference happens, it's just a mess. I think they're trying to encourage him, get out of the way. Like, we're going to give you more room towards foul territory, so go over there, to try to avoid that interference call at first base. That no matter what you call, somebody goes nuts on that.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Real quick. There was
Kansas City.
This was my favorite tweet of the week this year. And Albert Pujols had a total of 1,405 extra base hits. One more extra base hit in his career than he had strikeouts. Mike Trout in 13 years has more strikeouts than Pujols had in his career and half as many extra base hits. Someone explain to me how that man is supposed to be comparable to that man. It's ridiculous.
So Pujols is done now, though.
Yes, he's officially done.
He's done. Okay.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. KDCBroadcasting.com.
Your car or truck. From an antique to today's rides, they can do it all. Come in now for a free estimate. And during this holiday season, they hope all your dreams and wishes come true. Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Keys Customs and Collisions, 2305 Lincoln and Highway 150 East in Cherryville. Call 704-240-0073. Merry Christmas to everyone from Ewing Insurance Agency in Gastonia. May God's peace, joy, and goodwill be with you and your loved ones. May the coming year be filled with countless blessings. This Christmas season, we hope you and your family experience light and laughter. Merry Christmas from everyone at Ewing Insurance Agency, 1548 Union Road in Gastonia. Online at insuregaston.com. They do it all at All Ray Tire in Dallas. No matter what your automotive problem is, chances are they'll have it fixed and you'll be back on the road in no time at all. And check out All Ray Tire for the best tire deals in the area. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and from 8 a.m. till noon on Saturday. That's All Ray Tire of Dallas, located at 814 Lower Dallas Highway in Dallas. Other locations include Cherryville, Shelby, Morganton, and Forest City. That's All Ray Tire. Whichever location you choose, you're going to love Whiskey Mill Bar and Grill in Bessemer City and Gastonia. Since 2010, this family and locally owned restaurant has been serving this area with great food at affordable prices, and they feature some great daily food and drink specials. Check out their complete menu online at whiskeymill.com, located in Bessemer City at 201 Pennsylvania Avenue and in Gastonia at 199 South New Hope Road. Either choice is the right choice. And Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Whiskey Mill Bar and Grill, Bessemer City and Gastonia.
Scraping frost off that windshield is no fun, especially if you're in a hurry. Acre Enterprises in Cherryville has the solution. Come see their line of carports at the best prices around. All sizes are available with installation, and check out their metal prices. Acre Enterprises will beat any other price on 40-year metal roofing and in a variety of colors. 3x12 sheets of Galvalume metal roofing, just $30 a sheet. That's Acre Enterprises, 1220 Shelby Highway, Highway 150 West in Cherryville, right across from Food Line. Online at acrecarports.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang.
Kevin and the gang.
Kevin and his crew.
I did forget one crucial baseball stat, and we're talking about clauses and contracts. We've never really talked about this. I didn't know it either. McGuire had an attendance clause in his, and he got paid $1 for every Cardinal fan over 2.8 million fans on the season. So that was they set the mark, and then he made over $400,000 in 1998. So 400,000 fans. So they had 3.2 million fans show up in '98, and he got $1 off every ticket for that. So really smart. It is. That was during when, of course, the McGuire Sosa battle. I've seen him in person hit in batting practice, and I've never seen a human being hit a baseball the way that human being hit a baseball. Gary Sheffield, I'll say this: the ball left the bat and hit the stands faster than anybody I've ever seen. When Gary Sheffield was back,
it just might not win as far.
Practice, it was nothing but line drives straight into like the 10th row.
He had a very fast swing.
Laser beams, but it wasn't like McGuire's would hit it, and you could like take 2 or 3 bites of your hot dog and watch it float over everybody and into the sky, and it's like watching a long drive on a golf ball. That's the only way I can compare it, is how long it stood in the air when it went up to the upper deck. All right, college football time. They got Florida State in this thing yet? No, nothing. All right. All right. So this week's games. Do we have some games this week?
Yeah, there's a lot this week.
I mean, did we have some this past week? Scores?
Yeah, we did.
Let's see what we got. Who scored what? Well, there is no. Oh, here
Terry's got it in his computer.
Yeah, I got it in my computer.
There you go.
Last week, in our woods, I ain't got them all marked. Excuse me.
All right, he don't have it in his computer.
That's right. Old Dominion lost while Western Kentucky won.
I think somebody was making fun of me for my pick in the Old Dominion game. I think his name's Terry.
Huh?
Did we do bad picks this week, Kevin?
No.
No bad picks?
I was shopping.
Okay. No bad picks video.
It'll be on it next week.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't got nothing to see.
UCF, we all lost that one last night.
Chaser's got it.
So,
now he's
here we are.
Doing
Last
math.
week, Tom and Terry had 7 correct. Zach had 5.
That's about usual.
No, Zach's usually out front.
No, he's not.
Well, I don't say that until we get to the NFL.
Yeah. I thought
then you're going to sound stupid. Yeah.
I thought I had a decent week in NFL. No?
Ohio beat Georgia Southern 41-21.
You did. Everybody had a good week in the NFL.
Somebody picked the Panthers to win.
Me and Kevin both did. No, Kevin, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't jump out on a limb this
I
week.
picked the Panthers.
Okay, I knew it was somebody else with me.
Okay, so you got one right.
Because it's so bad outside, I knew they had a chance.
Ohio Bobcats won at home this week at the Myrtle Beach Bowl over Georgia
right.
Southern 41-21.
I'm going to tell you something about this Myrtle Beach Bowl. I went back and looked at attendance. When App went down there, about like 5,000 fans showed up. And they're right in your, do you not want to go to the beach and watch your team play?
I've been wanting to go down there for.
I did not understand that, but all these other games that's been down there have had more attendance than Appalachian could bring down there.
I'll have to look at that before I believe you.
Because all of us, because all of us that live up here near App know that's Dirty Myrtle, and don't nobody want to go to Dirty Myrtle.
I've been wanting to see them play in that stadium.
Just pull
for years.
up attendance, and it'll show you, man.
I need to plan that, Terry. Remind me if they play down there next year to go ahead and rent a place that weekend.
Well, y'all said last week it's the Ohio area.
It's a small stadium. It's not a big stadium at all.
No, you can see the field from the.
Yeah, they got teal turf.
I think one of the most. I think 12,000 is what they had one year, the most they ever had down there. But when App went, 5,000, and that really got me when I look back on attendance.
Howard lost to Florida A&M in the Cricket Celebration Bowl, 30-26.
This game right here, Louisville led the whole game, and Jacksonville comes back and beats them in overtime.
Louisiana lost to Jacksonville State. Is that the game you were talking about, Terry?
Yeah, Louisiana. Louisville. Listen at me. Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
So Louisville falls to 6-7. Appalachian
7-1.
Beats Miami of Ohio in the Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl. If anyone can make sense of that sentence, go ahead.
Who's the only team? Who is the only team that beat App? Can you name that?
We talking. They lost 5
in
games.
a bowl game.
In a bowl game.
Oh, in a bowl game. Oh, I can't. Probably LSU.
This happened. Western Kentucky.
The Hilltoppers are hot, aren't they?
That's another one Terry picked against and was wrong.
Fresno
I
State
got that
Bulldogs
right.
won the Isleta New Mexico Bowl
I got that right.
New Mexico State laid an egg.
over New Mexico State, 37-10.
They lost the New Mexico Bowl. They're New Mexico State.
And go to the next one. Here's a good one. That UCLA not playing on the Bluey Field, Tom, as he put it last week. Well,
They listen to this. This stadium, the Stars Brands LA Bowl, is closer to UCLA's campus than their own football field.
I can believe that. I can.
So they had a closer game than their home games, Tom.
Yeah.
They trailed at halftime.
And then didn't have to go to the Blue Bowl.
They still played the Coliseum.
Then they blew Boise State out.
The pride of the ACC, the California Golden Bears, lost to the Texas Tech Raiders.
Yeah, ain't that something?
That's the ACC West.
In the Radiance Technologies, the Atlantic Coast West. Tom,
This geography's getting bad, y'all.
The aliens have to just be sitting there like,
what?
These are the, like, if you're coming to this country and you want to come to our colleges, how can you look at anything that has anything to do with our sports and be like, that should be where I go and learn?
Not even numerical?
Nothing. Math, the Big 12, the
Geography?
Big 10, nothing in the geography works. Let's go to North Carolina.
It's like
look at
they
all
want to
the
hang
maps.
on to their tradition, but they want to change. It's like, well, you got to let something go. It can't be the Big Ten.
Are we ever going to
You
be?
got to come up with you got to come up with a new name.
Are we ever going to just be East-West and just be done with it?
That's what you ought to do, because it bothers me to know that a team from the East has to go clean across our United States to play a team out West.
Well, Chip Kelly was right. Don't say
That's
it
crazy.
too much, but and all of us have, and we've been saying it ourselves, that at some point, also with North Carolina, you may have to look into doing football only conferences. You can't have the lacrosse team from California coming to Chapel Hill, taking flights to Chapel Hill to play lacrosse.
Nor do you want to have, let's just
or
be in the
whatever,
middle.
field hockey or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You just can't. You shouldn't have.
Yeah,
then
that should never happen.
W travel and now your football teams have to make money to pay for all the extra travel that your other teams do. Those should be definitely regional, because like we've mentioned before or talked about, now you have to think as a kid, like if your daughter is going to California to be say she's a field hockey player, is it not better for her to go to somewhere like Fresno State or one of the other ones that play all these regional teams, so you can go watch your daughter play that sport? If she signs to go to California, I see her only on home games.
Yeah.
Like it's something that people are going to have to consider, along with the name, image, like stuff with the football. But I'm talking about the other sports, the volleyball, the softball, all the girls' sports, all the other men's sports, the wrestling, all of that. You'd rather play. You want to go to the big time school, but you want your parents to see what good is it going to the school and playing, and your parents and your family and your friends can't come see you play. So I know some people don't care about that, but some do. So I don't know. That's gonna. I'm big on the football only conferences. I guess some people can't comprehend having to look at two schedules. I don't know, Terry. Some people, it just blows their minds. All right, Western Kentucky did beat Old Dominion. We talked about that.
There was a game that's 28-0 Old Dominion.
They had a good. Let's see if I can find the tweet. That Western Kentucky had a good tweet on that. The Hilltoppers with their funny mascot, whatever his name. What did y'all know his name?
Mm-mm.
Red Grimace,
something like that. Yeah.
Something
like that. It is a little unusual.
They had one. I thought it was before the game. I think the other team was favored. Old Dominion was they favored in this one, Terry? I think.
I'm pretty sure, but I mean they was up 28-0 and blew a 28-0 lead.
No wonder they were.
You were playing to lose at the end of it. You watched that game. You saw a team that was playing, well, to lose. I mean, they had a lead.
They're playing not to lose and got beat.
Oh, this was the Toast Bowl. Everybody was running around with toast after the game. Here's Grimace. Let me get him back up here.
Stand up, Grimace.
There's Grimace. He's doing a snow angel, a toast.
I thought he was passed out because he eat all the toast.
It's one of the two. It's one of the two. Grimace ate too much toast. Let's see. Our toast tastes perfect for breakfast this morning. That's what it is, Zach. He ate too much toast.
That was a guess. No beer balls running. He's got toast.
It's weird.
Tom couldn't handle that mascot. Wow, his is a nut running around on some guy's legs.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
That's a Buckeye.
I've never seen Brutus the Buckeye passed out amongst a bunch of toast, though.
Hey, look who was right. Look who was right, Zach. Snow Angels.
That's awesome.
Video proof of Red Grimace doing Snow Angels on toast. Now put that sentence together and translate that for the aliens. Red Grimace doing Snow Angels on toast.
You better be careful with that Tim Toast between his legs.
I'm going to find it in a minute. But anyway. All right, let's go back to some of the other scores. Here's Zach. I'll let you read that one for a sec. UTSA and Marshall. Texas, San Antonio dominates Marshall in that Terry.
Wow.
How was our picks on that one?
Our picks on that one was.
Seems like y'all picked Marshall or something.
No, Zach and Tom picked UTSA. I picked Marshall.
You picked Marshall.
I was
Florida
I think I picked Syracuse.
Banked Syracuse. Good gracious.
And that's where all the Kyle McCord memes were. It was just funny.
Tom, you're wrong. You did not pick Syracuse.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
You did not get beat 45-0.
I
Zach
thought
did.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Good job, Zach.
Got blanked.
All right, next score, guys.
Yeah. Georgia Tech, every one of us.
They
took
were down,
UCF.
They were down 17-0.
Yeah.
Man.
Y'all all picked.
Yeah.
We all picked UCF.
All these teams probably had their backups in.
It makes you wonder. I mean, you don't know until the last day, and everybody
I'm still
opts in or
surprised.
out.
If I was Florida State, I would put everybody in just to give my best shot against Georgia to prove I should have been in that bowl.
It's not their choice.
Yeah,
it's
some
the
players
opting out. It's not the university opting them out. They opt out.
Yeah, them players who think I'm first, second round are saying I'm not playing.
Yep. It's kind of dumb, but you only get once in your life to play college football, I guess, though they're worried about.
There you go.
Well, maybe the schools should start covering them their because of their scholarships are only paid or whatever for the regular season games, the conference games. Maybe they should start covering and actually taking care of the kids during the bowl, because that's basically like they don't opt out of the 10th game of the regular season or the 5th game. I'm opting out of the 5th game against Mercer in Alabama. Like everybody, the first two strings should opt out against Mercer for Alabama. But yeah, I don't. It's a weird situation to try to figure out explaining the kids leaving or going out or whatever. If it means nothing, I mean, heck, for Florida State, they just told you your whole season didn't mean anything. So like, and like Terry's saying, you don't blame them. Like, what do you do if I know I'm going to go 13-0 and not get in the playoffs? Like, then I can't play in this conference.
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't need to be in it. But I mean, I hate to say that.
The problem is though, going to 12 teams, there's almost no way you're keeping them out with 12 teams, which is what it'll be next year. It'd be different. And maybe that's the ACC's way to maybe keep the conference together. It's like, guys, they're going to 12 teams now. We're going to get at least one. Should be getting two, maybe. But I don't know.
That's where, on the back end, that we need the ACC to always be good in college basketball, because it offsets. That's how come Miami come to the ACC. That's how come Florida State come to the ACC, to make their basketball better, and they did. But now I think overall, though, our basketball has fell back to the Big Ten and the SEC, where we're all even, where the SEC is still reigning as number one and the Big Ten's probably second in football,
Have you seen, I know it's kind of a different topic, but it's still college football, this kind of scandal, kind of what people are talking about with the way they rate these players, like, 4 or 5 stars. So here's the scandal. Let's say you're getting recruited by Alabama, and you're getting recruited by North Carolina as well, and a couple other schools, right? Let's say Ohio State. Let's say NC State. Let's say those 4 schools, Terry. During that recruiting process, as long as you're talking to those 4 schools, this kid is rated as a 5. You got me?
Mm-hmm.
If this kid decides to sign with NC State or North Carolina, they take his 5 away and give him a 4.
Or a 4.5. Yeah.
Stupid.
I am 100% serious, Tom.
Yeah.
This is happening.
I know.
When these kids decide, and the same thing, and this is the group of 5 people complaining about a kid that was a 4-star and he signed with Troy or somebody like that, and they dropped him down to 3. And they were like, well, so now, and then they do the preseason rankings, which we go by, Terry. They'll look at Alabama and say, well, they've got 25 4-stars.
Well, five or six of them, if they would have signed with somebody else, wouldn't have been a 4-star, because if you sign with Alabama or with Ohio State or with Georgia, you get the extra star based on signing with them. So it's all a sham.
It's all these classes. They say, "Oh, you're the top class."
It's all a sham.
Yeah. Well, it's another thing too,
That's why
because
Texas
a lot
A&M's
of
not
them
any good.
come in there and they'll say, "What is he rated?" and they'll show his graphic to be like 4.5, because he's got so many SEC and then so many other teams that he signed and can get him, and they'll put him like 4.5. So it's either going to go up or down to one or the other once he says, "This is where I'm going."
Archie Manning, the backup quarterback for Texas this year, made $3.2 million. Brock Purdy, the number 1 seed NFL 49ers quarterback, will make $870,000 this year. Think about how much money in line the college football people have been telling us over the years that we don't have money.
Oh, I know.
There's no money. There's no money.
Oh, yeah. They got Nick Saban's $11 million. Get out of here, man. Get out of my face.
When they're firing football coaches and you're still paying them the $10 million a year or whatever it is, and
they got 2 on the docket. Texas A&M does.
Where's the other Manning at? Where's he at?
He's in Florida. He's down in not Florida, Texas.
Not sure.
Which
is
one?
That
he is at
Texas? Texas Tech.
Is it Texas?
Is that the guy who is left going to go to Duke?
I believe so.
Ain't that the quarterback going to Duke? And now they're talking about, he might be the next guy in line now.
You talking about Arch?
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be leaving Texas if Arch wasn't going to get to start. They're not paying him $3 million not to start.
No.
All right, for the folks wanting bigger playoffs in college football, though, and you talk about the higher teams are always going to win. Even in FCS, it kind of happens that way, guys. Since 2011, no team outside the top 4 has won the championship. So they have the playoffs where App used to be. This year, the number 1 versus number 2 team will play South Dakota State and Montana. So
2 teams that's traditionally there.
Yeah, there was what I was going to say. The UCLA wins the LA Bowl in a stadium closer to their campus than their normal home stadium. Didn't mention that one. And this is the play in double overtime where Montana scores on a tipped pass and ends up winning the championship.
Was that
no, they go on to the championship.
What if that was a called run play or a called pass play?
It's 2-point conversion and double overtime.
Because he hands it off.
It was definitely a pass play.
Yeah, because he's definitely staying way back. Yeah.
Tipped pass on the option for the win on the 2-point conversion. What a call, Terry!
I was going to say that's a man call right there.
Running back to make a throw on a 2-point conversion in the final 4 basically of the football playoff.
That wasn't to win the game. That was to extend the lead, though, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because the other team had to score and then they missed their extra point. Right. It's just wild call there. Hey, you know what? Let's throw a halfback pass in here.
Well, they get kind of gadgety on those 2-point plays.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't trust that at all. What's so hard about just throwing a slant? I don't get it. I just don't
because you
get
got
it.
a guy in the middle sitting on it.
Who?
On a slant. If you try to spread it out, there's going to be a guy sitting on that route. You know he is. The fade to the corner is what they like if you got a big guy.
Oh, I hate that.
I mean, if you got a big guy.
That's 50-50. As a quarterback,
hard throw.
As soon as he starts slanting, I got 30, 40 yards of room
you try to make it look like you're going big and you sneak the tight out there. There's a lot of different things you can do on a 2-point play, but you want to get gadgety. I've seen gadgety on more than one.
Andy Reid's a gadget master.
All right, the most searched college basketball team in the nation is
UNC.
Incorrect. This is 2023. I don't know how you want to
maybe didn't LeBron's kid go to USC?
They're not even the most searched team in their state. Kentucky is all over the map of the most searched teams in every state
Wonder why.
of the country. I don't know. I wouldn't have expected this either. Carolina is the most searched team in
This
North
region,
Carolina.
pretty much.
Alabama's in Alabama. And then the rest of the South is Kentucky. Except
the whole Mississippi region. It was just they're on their home teams. LSU, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, straight up the Mississippi River, all the way to Wisconsin. But the team and the people in Illinois, for some reason, Tom, search Miami.
That is weird.
What about Maine, Kentucky? How about that?
All that's Kentucky. South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming.
It's weird.
UNLV still holding serve
in Las Vegas, but BYU still holding serving Utah. The Lobos are holding serving New Mexico, Nebraska, and Kansas. But I would say about, 50%?
Yeah,
Alaska loves their Kentucky basketball.
You would think they would be the Dukies because they had that guy from Duke back in the day come to.
Close to 50% of the map is Kentucky?
Alaska.
I mean, it'd be easier to count the ones that aren't Kentucky. But
we gave them that game last week.
I just thought that was wild.
That is weird.
Some of those states and what they search. All right, this is a funny skit. This is I don't even know how to describe it. We're just going to go with this in just a moment. This is for the folks on the radio. Dad is dressed up in a blonde wig in a really tight, extra medium.
That's the Alabama belly shirt.
I think those are cut off jeans. But the son is doing the old hat dance. I'm picking my teams. He's got a Florida hat, a Clemson hat, an Alabama hat, Ohio State hat, and a Georgia hat. And Terry, Mama is not happy about son's choice right here. Okay, you ready? Terry, you're gonna like this. I'm just gonna promise you're gonna like it. Give me 1 second. All right, Zach, go ahead.
The Ohio State University.
I'm gonna pause it.
Good. Stadium near you, Tommy.
Mama's not gonna be happy about the U, Tom. We're gonna back that up for just a little bit. Here we go.
The Ohio State University. Let's go. The Ohio State University, where I'll be playing where I'll be playing for the next 4 years.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Put that damn hat down. We discussed you gonna talk and take it to Alabama. You said that. You said you're going to take it to Alabama. Why the hell you got an Ohio State on?
I just feel like
I did not work for it since you was 10 years old to get you in a private school, bust my ass, for you to be going on no whack-ass Ohio State.
This is where the Lord led me.
The Lord didn't lead you to this decision. Me and the Lord on the same path line. We said Alabama, and that's what we talked about. So put the hat down. He's playing around, Coach.
Got coming to a stadium near you, Tommy.
That's funny. That's funny.
We'll be back. Well, we got to do picks.
That's funny.
The new Buckeye mascot.
He ain't going no whack-ass Alabama. That's the new Buckeye.
Wow.
All right, here we go. Let's do some picks for this weekend. How about that?
Sure.
Well, let's move that over. Oh, Troy, who took care of Appalachian State, so they must be pretty good. Favored over Duke. Now, would y'all have said that in Week 5 this year?
No.
This is the 76
quarterback got hurt.
This is the Birmingham Bowl, whatever that means, and protective stadium, Birmingham, Alabama. Who you got, Tommy?
Give me Troy. I'm off the Duke bandwagon.
Well, I sat there and I listened to Tom that, and I want to say that. I also want to know how many of the Duke players are not playing on defense.
I agree.
That's what they don't have a quarterback already. That's what I'm saying. I think Duke's defense will keep them in this, and I'm going to take Duke.
I think Duke's quarterback's already sitting in Notre Dame, ain't he?
Yeah.
All right.
What are you picking?
I'm picking Troy. I'm with you, Terry. Who's playing?
Yeah, scary.
Arkansas State.
I'd say both of them are playing.
What are they? They're the Red Wolves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas State Red Wolves. Now, what a matchup we got here, folks. Somebody's going to hold up a trophy after this game. These teams are 6-6 versus each other, and someone's going to claim themselves to be the champion.
Kevin, let the kids have some fun.
Hey, at least they're 500 in the NBA. We got teams making it ain't even 500.
At least let them pour some vodka or something in the trophy.
Let the kids have a little fun.
Take some shots out of it.
sarsaparilla bowl. What is this?
The camel, whatever.
Camellia.
Camellia bowl.
You illiterate.
Camellia.
The Camellia bowl.
Camellia is what it looks like. Give me Arkansas State.
I'm also going Arkansas State.
I'm going Northern Illinois because Arkansas State's wolf look like he's crying from here. The mascot.
That's a great rationale for a pick.
They're both 6-6.
Go with the Vegas line if you don't know, not with a mascot.
$18.
Sound like Lee Corso does that.
Where's my hat? I put
it. Lee Corso's semi-senile, so we let him get by with that.
All that fussing and whining and complaining and chest beating and everything else from James Madison.
They let him in.
And they get in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl against Air Force, when I'm guessing you ain't got a chance at that one, do you?
Well, they're a 1-point favorite.
If the gamblers got anything to do, Tom, with the Air Force and the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, this would be the one. Who you got?
Air Force.
James Madison.
James Madison.
I don't think the gamblers will let James Madison win this one.
I don't think so either. Air Force will be pretty pissed off. They let James Madison in.
Quit talking, Tom.
Georgia State. Another 6-6 matchup. We got a lot of these. Good grief. What a terrible sport.
The famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Against Utah State. It's called the famous
Why
Idaho
don't they
Potato
call
Bowl.
it-
And nobody can name probably
Why
Utah
don't they
State's
call it
mascot.
the Alcoholic Gamblers Bowl?
Zach,
'Cause
do you know Utah
that's
State's
who
mascot?
cares
Terry,
about
you know
this
Utah
game.
State's mascot?
I have no clue.
Tom, Utah State's mascot.
It's a dog of some sort.
Chip, do you know?
Mormons.
That's not the Mormons.
It's the Aggies.
The Aggies
Oh, okay.
of Utah State.
I thought it was a dog.
No.
How much agriculture do they have in Utah? The whole thing's a desert. I mean, what kind of agriculture do they have?
I'm picking Utah State.
Yeah, out west, I would go with USU.
Give me the Vegas line. Utah State.
Yeah.
Utah State.
I wouldn't, if you guys, I wouldn't feel good about picking Georgia State up in Utah, playing in Idaho.
That thin air, man, it's going to mess them up.
It will not.
South Alabama.
Look at the line on
Eastern
this game.
Michigan. South Alabama favored by 17 over Eastern Michigan in the 68 Ventures Bowl.
I'm taking Eastern Michigan.
They're a 17-point underdog, Terry.
I don't care what they are. Wait and see.
All right. All right, let's go with South Alabama.
Yeah, let's go with South Alabama. 17-point favorite.
Terry, what's Eastern Michigan's mascot?
Who knows?
It's an eagle, isn't it? It's a bird, some sort of bird.
The Eagles. There
Yeah.
you go, Tom.
Yeah, I knew that one. Yeah, Eagles.
Utah, regular Utah, not Utah State.
Regular Utah,
At Northwestern.
not the Clover Valley version.
Yeah, this is easy.
Not at Northwestern. Against Northwestern in Vegas. Utah is favored by 6.5. Tickets are $32.
What a way! But Northwestern, you got to tip your cap to them, boy. They have how much adversity did they face when
They did.
when
they'll still
Fitzgerald
get
got
beat.
fired? But I think Utah wins this game.
Utah will win because they're from the Big Ten.
Yeah, Utah.
Northwestern is.
Oh, Northwestern's from the Big Ten. I still think that just being honest and just Utah's probably got a little better team, and they've had some good seasons recently, but they've had a little struggle against the Big Ten. They're 0-2 in the last 2 years, Terry.
Changing my pick.
Zach.
Give me Utah.
Coastal Carolina and San Jose State. 9.5-point favorites to San Jose State over the fancy Fighting Chickens. Tommy?
Did you just try to say San Jose State with a
Jose.
Latin American accent?
Jose.
Because it was horrible.
It's not Jose. It's Jose.
I would say that the Fighting Chickens are probably going to get plucked out there, and San Jose State's going to win.
I agree with you, Tom. San Jose State.
Man, that's not. I tell you
I'm
what.
taking them Coastal Chickens.
Well, I was sitting there looking at that. Coastal and San Jose both are on the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And they both get to go to Hawaii. That's not fair. They should invite teams that play in the mountains to go
They
out
should
there.
they should be
so they
playing
can-
in the potato.
Right.
I know. That's
Send
what I was
them-
thinking.
send them-
Why would I want to go to a potato
Send them-
bowl?
send them fools to Idaho.
Yeah.
So they can. I mean, they enjoy the beach all the time. Bring those Utah guys out to Hawaii or something. Come on, guys. Give me a good vacation out of it. and spoil the surfer kids just to go out there and do more surfing. Good for them.
I guess.
All right, we'll be back. NFL coming up. KTCBroadcasting.com.
150 new scratch and dented appliances have arrived at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Not one, but 2 big trucks have backed up and unloaded 130 new appliances, all with a 1-year warranty. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, freezers, ovens, dishwashers, and more. Now is the time to buy. Check out the big selection today at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, on the right going down, on the left coming up. Trusted, tried, and true. Those 3 words represent the highest standards for the Kawasaki Mule side-by-side. Trusted means being built strong and built to last. Tried means being put to the test by hardworking people doing the toughest jobs. True means staying authentic to the roots that run 30 years deep. Kawasaki Mule, the definition of trusted, tried, and true. See the Kawasaki Mule today at Full Throttle Power Sports, 101 Indian Walk in Lowell.
We bring you the best wishes for a Merry Christmas filled with love, happiness, and prosperity. This Christmas wish is from everyone at Tent Daddy's in Cherryville. May all that is beautiful and meaningful bring you joy this holiday season to you and your family. And be sure to see Cody and the boys at Tent Daddy's for your audio, tent work, lift kits, tires, and more. That's Tent Daddy's, 600 West Church Street in Cherryville. Call 704-734-8120 online at tentdaddies.com and like them on Facebook too. Whatever is beautiful, whatever is meaningful, whatever brings happiness, may it be yours this holiday season and throughout the coming year. This Christmas wish from everyone at Key Builders in Lincoln. May your holiday be decorated with the most precious of gifts. Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Key Builders, located at 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincolnton. Hear that? That's the sound of a leaky roof. And if you're experiencing a leaky roof, call on Gaston Roofing. With over 3 generations of experience spanning over 80 years, Gaston Roofing serves Gaston, Lincoln, Cleveland, Rutherford, and York counties with metal roofing and fiberglass shingles. And they feature a lifetime shingles warranty, plus a 7-year labor warranty. They also do siding, doors, and gutters. Gaston Roofing, 1302 West Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. For your free estimate, call 704-861-8166. Online at GastonRoofing.com. Try Tyndall, trust Tyndall, love Tyndall. We're speaking of Tyndall Ford in Gastonia. Tyndall Ford is family owned and operated and has been serving this area since 1974. They are multiple winners of the Ford President's Award, one of Ford Motor Company's most prestigious awards, which recognizes dealers that achieve the highest levels of customer satisfaction, from new and used cars to major fleet and commercial truck sales, and a state-of-the-art body shop. So try Tyndall, trust Tyndall, and you'll love Tyndall. Tyndall Ford, 1901 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, online at tyndallford.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin the Gang.
News to JP.
They're talking NFL now.
Actually, we're not, JP, and I hate to do it to you, but we missed some games a minute ago, so we got to get back to.
It's not your fault.
They were hidden. This weekly games were hidden down here under the scores. All right, and what constitutes probably the worst uniform matchup of all time, and that's the reason why it's $2 to go to this game, Bowling Green against Minnesota. Ugh! Looked like a pile of throw-up on the field, all that brown and maroon orange.
How do you get them in a bowl at 5 and 7?
I don't know. It's Big Ten bias.
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota.
You're 5 and 7, and you're a 3-point favorite in the bowl.
I know.
Well,
because you're playing Bowling Green.
Even if you win your bowl game, you still have a losing record. You'll have a bowl championship trophy.
Right. They're going to hold up a trophy.
They're going to put it up in a banner.
They're going to put it in their case. You're going to walk by this
trophy.
They
just never going to put what their record was.
I was about to say, I would lose.
They were 1-0 in the bowl game.
Yeah.
I would rather lose this game than put that trophy in my case.
It's like the Lakers hanging a banner and they'll go 4-6 after winning.
Yes. This is the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
Terry, does everybody pick Minnesota in that?
Gophers.
I did.
Yeah.
Gophers.
Texas State against Rice. In Dallas, Texas Stadium. They don't have neither one of these teams got to go that far.
Are they going to be fried rice, Terry?
Yeah, they'll be fried because fried rice is going to win.
Fried rice is going to win. Well, that does it for me. Texas State.
Texas State. They got the
Aren't they
Vegas nose.
Aren't they the armadillos? That's the movie. Yeah, the armadillos.
That was the movie. This used to be Texas Wesleyan.
Yeah, they changed it to Texas State. Yeah.
Is that right? This
Your
was
Texas
Wesleyan?
State fighting armadillos. All 17 of them.
Was that the one Kathy Ireland was on?
Correct.
Okay.
Gotcha. Who y'all got?
Oh,
Texas State.
love some Kathy Ireland.
I was about to say,
back
I
in
got
the
Kathy
90s.
Ireland.
Love some Kathy Ireland back in the 90s, boy. Don't know where she is today. I'm sure she still looks good.
Terry.
Next one.
Oh,
I took
we ready?
Rice.
Okay.
I took
Kansas and UNLV will face off in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl in Phoenix, Arizona. $46.
Kansas.
Kansas favored by 13.
Yeah, Kansas.
Wednesday, December 27th, the Virginia Tech Hokies will face the Tulane Green Wave in the Military Bowl presented by GoBowling.com.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech 10.5
point favorite.
Hokies have been awful this
on
year.
11-2
And they're
Tulane.
favored over Tulane, who was
Well,
talking about making a bowl.
I've pretty much gone all chalk. Give me Tulane.
There you go. You need to.
I'm going to go with Tulane also.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's losses.
Oh, Carolina.
In the Dukes Mayo Bowl.
Carolina.
Is Drake May playing?
No, I doubt it.
No, I think he said he's not.
Yeah.
Tar Heels again at West Virginia, or against West Virginia in Charlotte. $66 for this. West Virginia. Both these teams will usually have a pretty good fan base there, so I guess they're $66. It's way more. It's like 10 times more expensive to watch this than it is a Panthers game right now. Zach, who you got?
West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia. The very first bowl, West Virginia played Virginia in that the first time they had the bowl in Charlotte. And my brother was there and said it was packed out. The
Wow.
West Virginia folks are nuts.
Good, because Carolina will win.
They're not going
Without-
to win,
without
Terry.
Dak.
Terry, God almighty. You talk about ACC bias. You're worse than the commission. I mean, it's just why do
I
you
don't even
do
know how
the
our
same,
backup quarterback is.
why do you do the same thing the commission does and then get mad at them?
Tom, will you just take my pick and understand it?
No.
It's my opinion.
Yeah, I know. It's your opinion. It's definitely your opinion, not based on facts. It's 100% opinion.
Are y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yep.
In San Diego, California, the Cardinals of Louisville is favored by 7.5
And I'm taking
over Southern California.
I'm taking USC.
Give me Louisville.
Is quarterback playing? What's the kid's name?
For
Good
USC,
program.
he's not.
Yeah, I got him. What's the guy's name?
Caleb Williams.
Williams.
That's right. Yeah, Louisville. I like Louisville in that game. Look at old Lincoln Riley.
I like that. It was his 7-5 record.
7-5.
A rumored to go to the NFL already.
But you got to understand, why would you want a guy that would abandon his program in the middle of the night?
Yep.
You don't want that guy.
Terry, I got one tweet for me. Somebody asked, let's see, here we go. Is Drake May the most talented quarterback in UNC history? And my response was, can he play linebacker?
Yeah.
Nobody,
If he can't tackle nobody, he's definitely not as talented as Chaz Surratt.
But nobody got that joke except you, Kevin.
I know.
You're the only person who would get that joke.
Mac Brown got the joke. I'll tell you who got that joke. Mac Brown got that joke.
Everybody's looking at it and saying, who is this Kevin Hastings?
Right.
And how much drugs?
Dwight Howard likes me.
Oh, my God. So social media has ruined America.
Texas A&M against Oklahoma State. Favored by 2 is the Aggies.
I can't figure out Oklahoma State
In the
man.
Texas
They're
Bowl.
just weird. They're just a weird team.
Yeah.
They could beat Oklahoma in 1 week, get beat by who beat them 45-0? Was it Florida teams? Florida.
I don't know.
Central
That's the
Yeah,
reason
because
I
I
can't
picked
take
them that game.
I'm taking Texas A&M. I cannot take a team that got beat by 40.
Sure you can. I'm taking Oklahoma State.
Good job.
I think I will too.
Good
I don't
job.
trust Texas.
But, I
A&M.
mean, you got to think.
well, I mean, they're both bad.
A guy can coach when he runs his own son out of town. I mean, Gundy ran his own son.
Y'all going to be so far behind me. It's unreal.
Son,
Texas A&M's on their third coach.
they're awful. Did they have their backup coach leave? Where'd he go?
No, they're paying 2. Remember the last guy they lost and then the guy they just fired. They're paying both of them. I'm saying they're on their
Jimbo.
third. Yeah, Jimbo. They're on their third coach now.
Where's Jimbo going? Fox Sports.
Probably.
He's gonna be on there with Urban.
He's gonna go Clemson.
Clemson.
I'm reading the comments on this Drake May stuff, and it was talking about like how Carolina fans are being mean to him now because he's not staying and playing in the bowl game and all that other stuff. I'm like, y'all ran Caleb Love out of town. Y'all are worried about how his feelings.
It's the Mayonnaise Bowl.
Right.
Okay? He's not playing in the Mayonnaise Bowl.
Somebody said,
all right,
he's our most talented quarterback in his what's his one signature win? We beat Miami. That's it.
Maybe. Think of it. He is not the quarterback that I'd be picking early in an NFL draft.
He'll be another Mitch Trubisky. Mm-hmm. Someone's practice squad.
They got him rumored to go second in the draft.
All I know is
He'll
he
be
went
another
0-2
He'll be another Zach
against North Carolina State.
Another Zach Wilson, right? Another Trey Lance.
Kelly Smith.
All right, SMU, Boston College. SMU favored by 10.
That's not going to work.
At Fenway Park.
Ain't no way Boston College wins.
This ain't Chestnut Hill. This is Fenway.
That's all right. It's close enough.
I picked against SMU earlier in the season, so I'm not this time. SMU.
Southern Methodist University, back from the dead, defeats Boston College.
Y'all lose again.
They're a 10-point underdog.
Boston College is 6-6.
Rutgers and Miami. ACC match. No, not ACC match. But former Big East matchup.
How is Miami not? Well,
this is
probably,
easy.
It's probably who's playing though.
Miami wins.
Rutgers is favored by 1. It is $70 to see that trash football game.
Miami was top 10 earlier in the year.
It's in Yankee Stadium, Kevin.
Is that why it's $70?
Yeah, it's the Pinstripe Bowl.
But it's not like real Yankee Stadium. It's some.
True.
It's not like Babe Ruth walked on the 40-yard line.
Rutgers in a de facto home game. Rutgers.
Give me Miami.
Bad boy mowers.
Tom, I got a helpful thing you can do. Let's see. Kansas State and NC State, real quick. Pop-Tarts Bowl. Wolfpack in Orlando.
There's a bowl sponsored by Pop-Tarts.
You know, at least I know who they are. Half of these, I don't know who they are. It's better than the Toast Bowl, isn't it? Would you rather have Toast or Pop-Tarts?
Or the Mayonnaise Bowl.
Or I don't know if you give me
Kansas State.
Terry?
It's simple on my end. Tom loses again.
Just
Purple Wildcats for Terry. Zach,
give me NC State.
$27. You can see this one, Terry, in Orlando. When is that? Next Saturday? Or next Friday?
Next Friday.
You still driving your rental car, Terry?
No, Terry, that's Thursday.
Did you get your car back when you killed Bambi?
Arizona and Oklahoma. 14 versus 12. Arizona favored by 2.5 in the Alamo Dome.
Oklahoma wins.
Tom? Really? Well, Arizona's a favorite. They were playing pretty good ball. Give me
go
Arizona.
ahead and take them.
I'll take Arizona.
Give me Oklahoma.
Who's not playing, though, boys? That's what you don't know. You don't know who's not
Friday. Clemson, number 22, and Kentucky will play in Jacksonville.
Forget it. Clemson destroys Kentucky.
Destroys. Okay, he used the word destroy. Give me Kentucky.
Which set of co-eds would you rather see? Which set of cheerleaders would you rather see in the pool, Tom? Clemson's or Kentucky's?
Probably Clemson's.
Give me Kentucky for the win.
I went to Clemson a couple times.
Are you
good looking?
Are you saying you don't want a bunch of coal miners' daughters floating around in the Jacksonville pool?
Probably not. The girls from Greenville, the Greenville Spartanburg area down there. I know it's a little past that. You got some women down there. Clemson.
There's been the Ohio boys love them South Carolina girls.
We do.
Oregon State and Notre Dame.
We do.
Zach, who you got? Notre Dame favored by 6.5 in El Paso at the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Tony the Tiger Bowl. Give me Oregon State.
Notre Dame.
Notre Shame. I think they'll win that one.
Memphis, 10-point dogs against Iowa State in the Liberty Bowl. Tommy?
Oh, that used to be a bigger bowl, the Liberty
Memphis
Bowl.
is at home, by the way, in this.
Yeah.
Iowa State, big favorite.
10-point
Let's go with Iowa State.
I'm also taking Iowa State.
I might get a third.
And then the last game, Friday night, the Missouri Tigers are 1-point dogs in Texas Cowboy Jerry World. $81 Ohio State Buckeyes.
$800. Is that $801? $10?
$81.
Okay, $81.
$810 for a Missouri.
I was getting
game.
ready to say, yeah, it's a little.
Tom, y'all better not get beat by Drinkowitz. I'll say that.
Well, I'm just telling you. I mean, with you're playing your backup quarterback, your backup running back, backup wide receivers, but Missouri's probably doing the same. So I'm going with Ohio State.
Terry,
I'm going with Ohio State.
Zachary,
Ohio State.
JP, we got more breaks. All right, we're going to take this break. When we come back, we'll finish up with NFL. We got behind on the. We didn't know there was 35 college football games this week. Y'all going to have a big week of watching football. KTCBroadcasting.com.
This is Carolina basketball.
2-on-1. Baycott finishes the transition hammer. R.J. Davis, he's going to try a quick three. Yes, from the right sideline.
On the Tar Heels Sports Network.
Ends up to Baycott, and he gets the run out. Two-handed flush. Carolina, it's Davis. He's fouled, and give him it.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
On Carolina Country WCSL and The Boss WOHS. Online at KDCBroadcasting.com.
Cole Custer wins, and Cole Custer will win the championship for the NASCAR Xfinity Series 2023.
Congratulations to Cole Custer and Stewart Haas Racing on winning the 2023 NASCAR Xfinity Series championship.
I just can't thank everybody enough, and very proud moment winning this championship with these guys. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
The Xfinity Series returns to Carolina Country WCSL in 2024. Online at KDCBroadcasting.com.
Get a steal of a deal on a new steel from Boyd's Tire and Appliance on Main Street in Clover. For over 72 years, Boyd's Tire and Appliance has been serving this area with the finest in steel chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Gas and battery-powered tools, too. Plus, John Deere has Gravely zero-turn mowers, along with appliances, tires, and yes, a great supply of John Deere toys. That's Boyd's Tire and Appliance, 110 North Main Street in Clover. Online at BoydTireandAppliance.com and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
The staff and management of Carolina Federal Credit Union in Cherryville wishes you the happiest of holidays and a fantastic new year. May the wonder and magic of Christmas fill you with delight. We wish you love, happiness, and success in the coming new year. This Christmas wish from everyone at Carolina Federal Credit Union, 1200 East Church Street in Cherryville, and online at carolinafcu.org. Just in time for Christmas, Carolina Furniture Mart in Lincoln is having a 2-for-1 recliner sale. Buy one and get one free. Wall recliners for $4.99 and you get one free. Rocker recliners start at $5.99 and you get one free. And check out the big selection from 50 to 60 recliners in stock with 8 different styles of lift recliners to choose from. And yes, there's a great selection of leather recliners. 2 recliners, 1 price at Carolina Furniture Mart. 644 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, locally owned and operated since 1961. Tune in for Down Home with Milton Baker, Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 o'clock on Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and online at KDCBroadcasting.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin in the game.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
That's all he's got.
That's all I've got.
That's all he's got. All right. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. Kevin in the gang. I just exited off something I needed. I don't know where it went. But anyway, guess I didn't need it too bad. NFL action. We got 2 weeks left in the regular season, guys. And, Zach, you're a little bit short of our 11-win prediction for the Panthers. Bryce Young. In fact, the Panthers, guys, have 2 wins on the season, right?
Yep.
Did you know that they have not led in the fourth quarter this year?
Wow.
They have 2 wins.
But they did it on the last play.
And they have not led for a single second of the fourth quarter this year. Zach, comments?
We can't score. We can't score. I knew we had a shot last week because it was going to be so nasty outside that anybody could win that game.
You can't move the ball.
No. Awful.
Yeah.
So, thoughts on what they need to do?
What they should have done was not traded all their farm and their extra pick for next year, and they should have drafted somebody for the offensive line and then got a good quarterback next year with this big draft.
You don't think Keebler the Elf's going to work out?
No. Not unless he's making cookies at
You know,
night.
that's what he has a good second career is he could be the Browns mascot. You know, he could be the elf. He could dress up in a little elf suit.
I mean, Tom, who's their running back?
The Panthers?
Yes.
Hubbard, isn't it?
He's the best one. They got Miles Sanders, but Hubbard's got the lead in the
Sanders went from 1,000-yard back to
nothing. He's a system back. It looks like
in Carolina side. You know, just I don't know. It's just the worst thing about it. You can handle a bad season, but the fact you moved up.
Yes,
your kicker's been solid though, Pinheiro.
Mm-hmm. He missed one of the ones that we needed a couple weeks ago.
If you would have stayed at if you would have stayed at 9, would you have more wins than 2?
Yes. I mean, we traded DJ Moore. We traded our one.
I agree. I honest to God
if
agree.
you stayed at 9 and Young's off the board,
you
who
would
was
have
still
more
left?
wins now.
You'd have Levis, wouldn't you? Who was left on the board?
And that's
point.
even if they chose a quarterback.
And
they
Moore
could have
still been there.
They could have chose somebody
to.
else and got a good quarterback draft next year.
What they could have done is pick a running back to replace McCaffrey too at 9. I don't know.
But pick a great offensive lineman.
I'm with Kev. Look at the Jets. Look at the 49ers. Look at the Panthers. All these teams. We're going to trade up. We're going to trade up. Get this. No, I'm like,
I'm not doing
it. Get you a game wrecker. Get you, Sweat was playing for the Bears, defensive end. Just wrecks your game. I mean, get that guy. You know he's going to help you.
Don't pass up a known stud.
Right.
For something you don't
for the
know.
fifth best quarterback. Or
Get you Myles Garrett. Get you somebody who's going to wreck the game. And then look who works out a quarterback. Brock Purdy. You know, Jalen Hurts is a second-round pick, right? One of the best in football. So I'm just saying, why are we selling the farms for quarterbacks? I mean, I know you got to have a quarterback, but with guys not proven, man, it's just.
Why did you sell the farm to get rid of McCaffrey?
That's what I'm saying.
You knew right then that y'all were heading downward.
I should say, why are we selling for more specifically? Why are you selling the farm for a quarterback that you don't know if they can play the position?
The whole thing about right, exactly, Tom. The whole thing about it is, if you trade up and say we're getting Peyton Manning, you trade up and say we're getting Cam Newton. You trade up. The number one pick usually does, for the most part, in the past. This part since 2000 has worked out pretty good. 2 through 3, 4, the second, third, fourth pick in that first round is very questionable. It's so much better to pick a stud at 2, 3, 4 at defensive end, pick your quarterbacks 4th, 5th round, or do what the Browns did or someone else. Go get a known quarterback who's been improving a winner in the league or can play. You know he can play. Now, what the Panthers' mistakes with an S was, Zach, the one that blew my mind wasn't that they traded up to make the draft pick, is that then they said, "Oh, we don't know who we're picking."
Right.
And that's the craziest thing of it all.
It's because Tepper only done it for the publicity.
Exactly. We don't know who we're picking. We're going to evaluate it. Well, then you evaluate it and then trade up for the number one pick. You don't say we're going to trade up for that pick and then evaluate everybody. Yeah. Gosh, you do the evaluations and then do it. You're at 9. They're not going to turn down your workout, knowing you might move up or you need a quarterback.
And this is
it just blows my mind how bad of a move it is.
This is a Becky Hammond statement. She said the little guy's not there. The bigger one. They should have went with Stroud. I mean, it's the same analogy.
I'm more worried about what you gave up, you moved up, and you didn't know. I don't know that this is the guy. If let's say if Young was the guy. It ain't that big of a deal. But if a lot of people is going to sit there and question or don't think he's the guy, it is a huge deal, and they dropped the ball big time. I believe on here's the people you could have drafted Jalen Carter at 9, Jahmyr Gibbs running back at Detroit. Let's see, Jackson Smith Njigba or Jibba. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Njigba.
The offensive line. Dalton Kincaid, tight end. There's some people in the first round. So just, Levis went in the second round. So you could have Levis.
That's what I'm saying.
With DJ Moore and somebody else at the 9th pick. So that's your option. You could have Will Levis, DJ Moore, and the 9th pick, who was the tackle, Jalen Carter for Philadelphia. Or you could have Bryce Young.
And then we'll come in with a top 15 pick next year.
And if it don't work out, exactly. So I don't know. They just totally dropped the ball. But that blew my mind that not even led for a second all season. In the fourth quarter. that's impossible to do, really.
We might have been let all second for the whole year.
All right, this is a weird one. This is the what if NFL season where every one possession game ended the opposite. So if you won a one possession game, it ended as a losing game. You understand what I'm saying here, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Terry, you following along?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here's what the records would be if the one possession games changed. Buffalo would be your number one seed in the AFC.
So
they're
lost
currently
close
out of the
games.
playoffs.
That's my 2 playoff picks.
New England would be in the playoffs. They're currently the third worst record in the NFL. Is Bill Belichick blowing games on purpose then, Terry, to get this quarterback?
Possibility.
My Super Bowl pick was
they've got what, 3 wins?
Yeah.
3 wins.
My Super Bowl was San Fran and Buffalo.
Well, the biggest movers, there you go, Zach, were Pittsburgh dropped 5, Cleveland down 4. I don't have it. Philadelphia down 5. Let me move that over so you can see that. So Philadelphia would be 5-9 in their one-score games. Dallas is Dallas is the same. They've only went down 1.
Look at the Panthers.
Panthers would be 5-9 if they have won their one-score games.
So is that a silver lining?
That means that means you've well, kind of.
Hey, you watch that offense, it ain't.
Depends on whose fault that one-score game is. If it's the quarterbacks, it's not. But any thoughts on, or just looking at that? Atlanta up there, Chicago would be 8-6. Just one-score games are crucial in the NFL, Tom.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Cleveland just won that one-score game with Chicago, which they should have lost because the guy had the Hail Mary in his hands and literally kicked it out of his hands.
That was amazing. I was watching it live. I was like, oh.
I will give credit that that's the strategy you want. You got the big pile of guys, and you want one of your guys in front of that pile. So now the defensive guys have got to counter that. You've got to get a guy there, too, because he was by himself. He had it and kicked it out of his own hands.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It'd be a rough night for him.
So I said the ones usually do pretty decent. I didn't say they won a lot of Super Bowls though. Eli Manning and Matthew Stafford, the only number ones in the past 25 years to win a Super Bowl. So Tom, you know that if you're not picking first,
look, dude,
it's not worth it.
It's not worth picking a quarterback. I'm gonna get me an offensive tackle. I'm gonna get me a DN.
Mel Kiper, who was supposed to quit 15 years ago,
Jimmy Clausen, baby,
still sits up there every year and says, "Our top 5 picks are quarterbacks," and it didn't used to be like that, did it?
I know
It didn't used to be like
running
that. 4 or
backs
5.
would be
He
there.
started this man.
What do you want? Offensive lineman, defensive end, shutdown corner. All right, that's what I'm going to draft.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm going to use my first
Zach,
2
without
picks on
looking?
that.
Mm-hmm.
Without looking. Joe Gibbs, Jay Gruden, Jim Zorn, Mike Shanahan, Ron Rivera have been the last 5 coaches of the Washington Redskins. Which one of those had the best record? Wait a minute. Hint. Not a single one was above 500. Joe Gibbs, Jay Gruden, Jim Zorn, Mike Shanahan, and Ron Rivera. Who has had the best record?
Jim Zorn.
In Washington.
Gruden.
Zorn.
Terry, your guess?
Name them again.
Zorn, Shanahan, Rivera, Gruden, Jay, not John, and Joe Gibbs.
I'm going to say Shanahan.
You're all wrong. The most successful coach, Joe Gibbs. He quit for 20 years, did NASCAR, come back. He's been the most successful coach in the past 5 coaches.
How many
in
years
Washington.
did he coach? Just like 1 or 2?
It was 2 or 3, or it might have been 3 or 4. It wasn't. They gave him a chance to do well, and they didn't do well. Here's the winning percentages: 468 for Joe Gibbs, 418 for Gruden, 414 Rivera, 375 for Shanahan and Jim Zorn. Zach, how many winning seasons has Ron Rivera had in his career?
1,
3,
2.
Tom is right. 3 winning seasons.
We did that last week.
In Ron's career coaching. Like, at some point, he's got to quit getting jobs here. 13 years, 3 years in Carolina, every other year. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight seasons without a winning season.
He's a good person.
That's what everybody says. But he hasn't had a winning season, Terry, since 2017 was the last year Ron Rivera had a winning season while coaching in the NFL. Who else we got? Might have a couple more for you guys. There's everybody making fun of the Panthers, Zach.
Bring John Fox back.
That's the one before kickoff.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Showed the
That's the one I
halftime. There's the halftime one.
Looking good.
The seats look clean.
Not much cleaning afterwards for the
Yeah, I
crew.
know. They're probably super happy.
They
Like, we all got laid off this week.
They saved money on the cleaning crew because they didn't have to pay them. But all right, that's my last.
Bet the beer sales was way down.
NFL tweets. Terry, how did we do on picks on last week on the NFL?
Last week was a good week for everybody, y'all. I mean, really. Zach come in first with 11 wins. Me and Kevin were second with 10, and Tom was third with 9.
How many games did we do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So he had 11 out of 15. Zach did. We hit 10 out of 15, and then there's Tom as always.
Tom, you gonna take that?
I'm
saying he's taking all that crap back he gave you.
That's what I'm saying.
Take it back, Tom.
That's right.
Let's pick some games.
All right, we got
That's all you
today.
say.
There's 2 games today. Bengals and Steelers, 4:30 NBC. 3 points favorites are the Bengals against the Steelers now at third string. Mason Rudolph is back in the news.
I bet Trubisky's starting for the Steelers this week, probably.
Yes, so you have to watch Trubisky. No, Mason. I just said Mason Rudolph starting for him.
Oh, I didn't.
Mason Rudolph starting for the Steelers against the Bengals backup, who said they shouldn't have benched him, and now he's in the playoff hunt. Tom.
Oh wow.
They're gonna fight. They're gonna cut Joe Burrow. Watch this.
They ain't gonna cut.
They're gonna trade him.
They ain't gonna.
It'd better if they was playing Cleveland this week.
They're back to Tony Romo, Joe Burrow. Watch this. I mean, he makes the playoffs, wins a playoff game. What are they gonna do, Terry? Nick Foles is the only one that was immune from that or whatever it was. All right, Bengals and Steelers. Zach, 3 point. Who you got?
Give me the. Give me the Steelers at home. I can't do it.
There's no way. I'm taking the Steelers.
The Steelers have looked awful.
I know.
Well, go ahead and take the Bengals.
We are.
Yeah,
we are taking the Bengals.
They have looked terrible.
Bengals have been on fire. And
the Steelers are still in opportunity to make the playoff. As bad as they have looked.
And Tomlin's never had a losing
That's
season.
right.
They're talking Tomlin's done after this year.
He's about to have a
No.
losing.
Coming to Carolina.
He's about to be a Panthers coach.
I'll take him.
But you don't want Belichick.
I don't.
Bills and Chargers. Terry, I got Bengals. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
All right, Bills favored over the Chargers by 12. No Justin Herbert in Inglewood, California.
Bills.
Bills are smoking hot, and Chargers are terrible.
Bills.
Buffalo for me as well. All right, let's go to Sunday. Sunday. Colts.
Monster truck rally.
I see he knew where it was. Colts and Falcons. Y'all get JP got the monster truck. 2.5 point favorite are the Falcons in this game after losing to the Panthers. Zach?
I'm not taking the Falcons in this. Give me Minshew and Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, I like the Colts.
I hate y'all for making me go for a cross, but I'm taking the
Why are the Falcons
mustache.
favorite?
I have no idea.
I have no idea neither.
There is no reason. They just got beat by the Panthers.
Yeah, I think Uncle Rico's gonna have a good game.
Seahawks, Titans, and Drew Luck is a nut.
Ain't that?
And he'll be going against Will Levis. And Seahawks are favored in Nashville by 3.5. Wow.
I'm telling you, the wide receivers are making quarterbacks look good over there. I'm taking the Seahawks. And Geno Smith's supposed to be back.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks.
I like the Seahawks in that game.
Titans have 5 wins. 4 of them are at home. Seahawks have been traditionally weak on the road. Give me the Tennessee Titans to win this game straight up. I don't need no points for this one. Lions looking to secure their first home playoff game in 30 years.
Wow.
They choke.
Tom, if they get that, that means we're on the schneid.
Correct.
Because we're the next one.
Yep. I think Detroit's going to win it. I'm actually happy.
I want Detroit to win it, but I think they choke.
Who is quarterback of the
taking the
Minnesota
Vikings?
Vikings right now?
I'm gonna take the Vikings. I think
They
Detroit
took Dobbs
chokes.
out, and
Right.
they got.
He's third string.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions.
I can't remember who's
I
quarterback.
want the Lions to win this game, though.
If Kirk Cousins was at quarterback, I'm taking the Vikings. But you can't go in here and win the division and stuff with your third string quarterback or whoever it is. I'm going to take the Lions, and I hate I'm saying that out loud because I picked the Vikings to win this division. They should win this game if Kirk Cousins is there, but he's not. So
Can't
Lions,
forecast injuries, man.
no. All right, Commanders
against Jets. Game in hell this week, boys.
Ugly. Jets can't score. Commanders horrible.
How they benched Hal? Wasn't he the only one that was playing football?
The Brissett.
Brissett almost brought them back to win.
He was leading the league in pass yards.
We already know Brissett ain't it.
No.
I'm taking the Jets.
Jets. Jets. Yep.
Is Wilson quarterbacking?
Probably.
Give me the Commanders.
The Commanders are awful.
I'm going to say this.
They're terrible.
The Commanders have 4 wins. 3 of them are not at home. Jeez. And these 2 teams are terrible. Got terrible quarterbacks. Does either one of them play any defense?
The Jets got a good defense.
Do they really?
But they got smoked last week. But
the Commanders
for
traded
the year,
away.
they got a good defense.
Didn't they trade away
Chase Young
both
and
defensive
Sweat,
ends?
Right?
God, give me the Jets.
You know that Sweat might be.
Boys, this is going to be a tie.
Sweat is
Just
the
flat
first.
out, it's gonna be
is
a
the
tie.
first guy in NFL history that's going to lead 2 franchises in sacks. He leads the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears.
Willie Boykins is going to be in the house. 61 degrees. I saw a prediction for this game. Now it's saying 52. I saw somebody say 61.
Will's hot dog's going to cost more than his ticket.
Tickets are $33.
It's going to be 60 degrees.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Packers favored by 4 in Carolina.
Packers.
Yeah, Packers.
They have to win. Yeah. On a pretty day, they're going to win.
Why is the Panthers not favored if the Falcons are favored against a worse team than the Colts?
Yeah, 8-6 Colts.
You taking the Panthers in?
No.
Oh, I was wondering.
We just saying Vegas.
I'm just wondering what Vegas is doing here. Like, Panthers beat the Falcons. Panthers play a worse team than the Falcons. Falcons are favored over the better team, the playoff team, and the Panthers are not favored. Whatever. Browns and Texans. Big game here.
Is Stroud back?
No.
Okay.
No.
That solves it for me.
That's why the line was 2.5. Browns were a 2.5-point underdog.
Browns.
Now they're a 3-point favorite. The backup Browns, no Anthony Walker. He's out.
It's hard for a backup quarterback to beat the Browns defense. With the Browns, and they got Flacco.
I mean, the Browns' backup defense.
Well,
oh, y'all taking
listen,
Browns?
Yes. Tom, I'm going to put it this way.
I'll take the Browns anyway.
As long as 95 standing on that field, I'm not going to call them a backup defense.
Yeah. There's a lot of backups.
That's like Lawrence Taylor being out there and being like, that dude's still out there.
Well, I am glad to see Ohio State safety Ronnie Hickman, who wasn't drafted.
Check out Browns.
Yeah, he's playing well.
I'll take the
Browns.
They're going to be 10-5 after this. You believe that?
5-2 at home with 3 different quarterbacks.
They ain't won yet. They got a good chance to win. This is a
Flacco's pretty darn good.
Flacco's is going to keep them in game.
He keeps both teams in the game.
As of right now, only 3
get that.
Only 3 quarterbacks in the playoffs have won a Super Bowl, and the Browns have one of them. Jaguars and Bucks. 4-5.
Bay.
Bucks trying to win the division.
Man, Jaguars in a tailspin. Braveheart got hurt.
He's 5-1 away, and he don't have to go too far.
Yeah, I like the Jags to right the ship here.
The Jags got to right the ship. I think Tom's right.
I took Tampa Bay.
Well, I was about to say the Buccaneers are the ones on the ship.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I got Tampa in this one because Baker's got a chance to win a division.
Baker's had a good year.
I would not be surprised if Jacksonville won this by a lot and he throws 3 picks. Yeah. But he's got more incentive to win this game right now. I thought they're trying to win this division.
Baker doesn't throw a lot of picks.
Here is the next one is your Pit Bowl game.
Is Kyler Murray playing?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Bears.
If you wanted to watch what a Pop Warner game would look like, you can go watch the Cardinals and Bears play with their running quarterbacks who can't throw. Bears favored by 4 in this game.
Bears.
Why are y'all so high on the Bears?
We're not. It's just that they're playing the Cardinals.
Their defense is good.
They played well last week against.
Their defense is good. Fields has made some nice throws. He had some drops.
He's
if their receivers catch the ball, they win that game.
They're getting rid of him.
Yeah.
If a bad team's going to win a game on the road, it's going to be against a bad team. This would be it. But Bears. I hate y'all for this one.
After the Cardinals beat Cowboys
I just can't.
Year.
I know. I mean,
God, Terry, could y'all have that game back?
The Cardinals could be the 3 seed in the NFC.
Y'all look past them. That's what y'all did.
Cowboys and Miami.
Oh my goodness!
What's the over under on this game? 49. That's got to be low, isn't it? 50? Is that not low?
Yeah.
Both these offenses are pretty
low.
good.
That's low.
This is one of the Vegas where we
That's
got
gonna be a
the
60.
explosive offenses.
This
And
is
it's
where
14 to
Dallas's defense shows up.
14-6.
They're awful on the road, Terry.
Dallas wins.
Dolphins win. The Cowboys are awful on the road.
You taking Dolphins?
I'm taking Cowboys, and it's going to set up Buffalo winning this week and play Dolphins at the end of the year for the division.
Tom's right. Dolphins 6-1 at home. Cowboys 3-4 away. Miami with the win on this one.
Look the way they played in Buffalo. They didn't even look like the same team.
Okay.
Patriots.
But Dolphins
Wasn't
hadn't
that
beat a
cold?
team over 500.
No.
Hey, Dolphins
don't
don't have a
even.
win. Dolphins don't have a win over a team that's 500
A
this
roughing
year.
the passer that gets the
Cowboys.
Bills
Huh?
a touchdown at the very start of the game.
Dolphins?
Should've
Terry, they
never-
were down
said, dude, the
31 to
Oh,
3.
good question.
They
No.
were down 31 to 3. You're talking about a roughing the passer call?
Yeah, they gave them a
Eagles.
7-0 lead.
Eagles, Kevin.
It's a 28-point play,
Cowboys
fellas.
beat Eagles.
500, ain't they?
Yeah,
They
beat
were down
Seattle,
31 to
500.
3, Terry.
Not when that happened.
31 to 3.
The score was not 31
listen,
to 3 when that
The
happened.
Cowboys and Dolphins have combined to beat one team over 500. 20 wins. Only one of those.
And Dallas
over
is the
500
one.
team.
Dallas
Big
is
Philly.
the one that beat somebody.
Well, everybody on the panel's got the Dolphins, but Terry. Patriots.
No, I picked Cowboys.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah.
Patriots at Broncos. Broncos favored by 7.5 in this game over Bill Belichick and his tanking Patriots.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
Yeah, I like the Broncos.
I do as well. 3 games on Monday Night Football.
That's stupid.
Raiders at Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 10, Tom.
This is Christmas Day, though.
Yeah, let's go with the Chiefs.
Christmas
Chiefs.
Day football? Shoot, yeah.
Chiefs smoking.
Chiefs for me. Giants at Eagles. Eagles, what, 1-3 in the last 4, Terry?
They're not very good.
They beat the
Here
Giants,
lately.
though.
They're not good. Hurts has been sick, but I think they beat the Giants at home.
They should have won last week. That was a fluke loss. You know, that Hail Mary. That's how they got beat last week.
Eagles for me.
That was tough.
Terry?
Giants.
What?
Because he wants Cowboys to win the division, so he's got to pick against the Eagles.
Stupid.
It's not anything based on the actual teams. He needs the Eagles to lose. So
Tom, do you have to explain my
There's no
opinions for what I'm
There's no breakdown. There's no analysis.
That's just the
I'm the
desired
one
outcome.
that said the Giants.
It's like a
Let me explain.
a desired outcome.
Let me explain.
You would want to date Taylor Swift, but it doesn't mean that you will.
Don't worry, I
okay?
wouldn't. I would not.
I don't want
She
that.
wouldn't date you either,
I don't
Terry.
want
So
that.
don't you
I would not. That one before that red lipstick, forget it.
She's too old. She's too old. She's too old for me.
Forget
Hey,
it.
that would fit right in with the West Lincoln
Yeah,
Red.
I'm saying.
She's too old and experienced for me,
Forget
Tom.
it.
I wouldn't date her.
She
either.
probably is, yeah. None of us here need to even consider it.
No. She's too
All
old,
right.
too old and too experienced.
That's what it is.
Ravens and 49ers.
The
a rematch of
Ravens.
the Harbaugh.
Ravens.
It's going to be a tough game. They got San Francisco's a 6-point favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the
250
Ravens, 6-1
And they're
away.
6-1 on the road. Man. But the 49ers are pretty good. Make a dad joke. Go with the 49ers. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, them two defensive ends can keep him in
Game
check.
record. Game
I
record
think
for-
49ers win.
Get me a game record before
Listen,
you get me a.
I think the
quarterback.
49ers are marching towards the Super Bowl championship.
You
As long
taking
as
the 49ers?
I will. I don't think they're going to lose another one.
This is the top 2 teams in both divisions, too, though.
Yeah, these are 2 1 seeds right now.
Oh.
All right, the Thursday Night Football, Amazon Prime. Cleveland Browns host the Jets.
Browns.
Like the Browns in this one.
Yeah.
Browns are going to be 11-5 after this.
Flacco is going to take it to the Jets, and they're going to be
Telling
like,
you.
why didn't we just keep Flacco?
Flacco's taking them to the Super
If the
Bowl.
Jets would have kept Flacco, Terry, would they be in better position than they are than signing Aaron Rodgers?
Yep. Sure would have.
All right, JP, play us away. We'll see you guys next week. KDCBroadcasting.com.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can. 'Cause I am the
seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me, cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you, cause I